What up, Twitch world? Do you remember me? It's been a while. But we're here. I have with me today, we'll go around the circle. I have the wonderful Oppa just underneath me.
Hi.
I have Migi in the corner. She died, maybe.
I didn't realize I was supposed to introduce myself.
Wait.
I've just been like, yep, that's the corner I'm talking about.
Alright, well, I mean, most people would say hi or something, but it's fine, it doesn't matter. It's cool. And then I've got...
Kid a hi.
No, oh, fine, whatever. And then,
Yeah, not you.
and then I've got Steven over here. Hey, Husky! And yeah, we're gonna play a game called You Awaken in a Strange Place. This is a fun tabletop RPG. The rules for it are like, or at least the core ideas behind it are quite simple. They are: firstly, nobody is allowed to do any prior planning. Everything has to be made up as we go. Yeah. And secondly, it all has to be finished in one session. There's no campaigns. This it's all designed to be done as a one shot.
Nice. Is this a horror game?
My microphone is apparently very distorted.
You're like, I don't know.
No. Sorry, I got a thing from chat. 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Migi's like, are we about to get locked in a basement?
I mean, we're awakening in a strange place. I'm just saying, I watched a lot of horror.
Meant by control?
That's part of it.
Okay, does that sound better? I've turned the gain down, so hopefully that's nicer.
I don't know. The scariest place to wake up would be Prez's head.
But I don't know. That is better. Cool. Awesome. Is it still a little bit fuzzy? Because I'm still peaking the red slightly. So I can... Wait. It's been a long time since I've streamed, everyone, and everything's broken. So, you know. I'm going to turn down the gain just a little bit more just to be safe. But yeah, I don't know if this is a horror game or not yet. Because, like I say, genuinely,
you are also awakening in a strange.
Yeah, genuinely, there is no prior planning, so I don't know. We will find out as we make the game, because that's, as well as doing a character creation for this, we also do a game creation.
I see. Y'all ready for horror? Because that's what I'm aiming for now.
Oh no.
I mean, the campaign I'm actually running for my friends at the moment is a horror campaign, so I'm currently in a DMing horror sort of mindset. So if you want to go horror, I can do it.
If we're gonna go horror, I'm gonna put my pants back on because I'm not good. I can't run in underwear.
So if I'm going horror, I'm gonna put my pants back on so I've got something to soil.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
CK, there's an old man in chat.
Hi, Glenn. You don't know Europe time zones, but I made it on time. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it helped that I was 20 minutes late because, of course, I was. But I'm glad you're here, Glenn. I'm glad you're here, Jamie. I'm glad you're here, Husky. I'm glad you're all here. And I'm glad that my lovely players are here. It's ready to go. So, yeah, basically all you guys need to play this is a 2d6 and a piece of paper and something to write with. I personally didn't bring something to write with or paper because I'm a bit silly, but I have got my big jar of dice, and I've got
my note out of my phone.
Yeah, I was going
to write with you always, as long as you have something sharp enough.
That's true. Yeah, I've got my big load of dice. I want to show you this. This is just really quickly because I was just saying that I got a new fancy mug that I'm drinking from today. This is what I got as part from Katie for our wedding anniversary, which was last week, and it's like a special. It's a special cocktail mug that's supposed to keep your drink extra cold.
Ooh.
Oh no! So I've got a rum and coke and some ice, and
looks like something that sells in my store.
It's made out of copper. That's supposedly why it keeps things cold. It insulates the cold really well.
Ooh.
Nice. Just don't hold it for too long because it could turn your skin green.
Or what you mean is hold it for a really long time and have green skin, and then I can Hulk out. It'd be amazing. So, Let's start then by creating the game that we're going to play. So would you all like to roll your 2d6 and tell me what your result is?
Like, do we tell you the result like of each dice?
No,
or,
add them
like,
together.
The total. The total. Okay.
Yeah.
I got 7.
I have a 6.
I have 10 total.
Nice.
I was waiting for Mika to say 5.
Okay.
Overachieving.
I'm totally fine with you taking ideas from chat if you would like to, if chat want to throw ideas at you, or if you want to come up with your own one, that's also
Throw them
fine.
delicate.
Yeah. But like me, the first thing I need for you is to think of a location where this is going to take place. As I need a location. Like I say, don't tell anyone what it is. Just let us know when you afford of one. If chat want to throw out a few suggestions, feel free. If not, Migi, just think of one yourself. Perfectly fine. Just let us know when you have got one.
I got one.
Well, I didn't ask you.
Yeah, he didn't ask you, Oppa.
Okay.
I got one. We can die.
You get to do your own thing in the minute.
Ow,
I have it.
Okay. So again, if you want to take suggestions and stuff from chat, feel free. If chat want to throw things out. But Oppa, I need from you an adjective.
Ooh.
Cannot think right now because hungry. That's a mood and I understand it.
I got one.
You got one? Okay.
Wait, what did you ask him to think of?
An adjective.
Are we playing like oh my god, what are those word games called where you just like adjective, noun, name, number? Mad Libs.
Mad Libs, yes. No, sort of, kinda, I guess. And then again, if chat want to throw things out, you can take their suggestions if you want, or you can think of your own thing. But Stephen, I need from you a genre of game we are playing. Please bear in mind who your DM is, and don't pick a genre that I would know nothing about, ideally. But if you do, I will give it my best.
My Little Pony. Do you know enough about that?
I know that there's ponies and they live in a magical world at the end of a rainbow, and I think that's about it.
DK, it might have been the accent. Did you say objective or adjective?
Adjective, like a describing word.
Oh, okay.
Like
I thought objective, and I'm like, that might have been the accent. I'm gonna double up and ask the question.
Good. Good on you.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Sorry.
Yeah, I got one.
Glenn, lol.
Damn, Prez. Stealing Glenn.
He steals everything.
He does.
Including our hearts.
Yeah.
And then he gives me money.
He does give you a lot of money. I am pretty sure that a lot of your life is paid for by Prez.
Actually, what's nicest about Prez is just all the friends that he recommends to me and stuff. So
that's true.
I get lots of commissions because of people that know Prez or someone else that knew Prez, and yeah.
Sue and Miki.
Oh, that's the point. You need to send me. You need to send me your new banner. I saw that you got a new banner.
Oh yeah, for Twitch.
Yeah. I understand that my Twitch isn't very active anymore, but like for the occasional times when I turn up like this, then it'd be nice to have it. Because for those who don't know, Migi's a wonderful artist, and anytime you need any art done, you should talk to her. She's great.
Oh.
I can't recommend her enough because everything she does is of very high quality. You get it very fast, and it's just brilliant. And I've got some on my wall right here. I know you can't see that, but it is there. That picture.
and you get a friend.
That's true.
That's true.
That's the coolest part about my job. I make friends.
Yeah.
Aw.
Sadly, I'm antisocial, so leave me alone.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's perfectly reasonable.
Friends from a distance.
Just wave at each other from across the street.
Yeah.
Rose goldfish.
Just like Charlie and Max staring at each other in the restaurant.
Alrighty.
Anyway, Stephen, do you have your genre?
I do. Would you like me
Cool.
to tell you, or
When do we tell?
Now, yes, sure. What's your genre then? What are we doing?
we are doing cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk, okay. Migi, where are we doing it?
you're doing it in a basement with leaky pipes on Mars.
Okay. And Opa, what's your adjective?
Ugly.
Ugly. So we're in an ugly basement. We're in an
No. Fugly.
fugly. Sorry, my mistake. We're in a fugly basement with leaky pipes, fugly leaking pipes on fugly Mars, and we're doing a cyberpunk because, of course, we are. Okay.
You know, that kind of fits with fugly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that out there.
I've seen some pretty fugly cyberpunk stuff. So
Yeah.
I've been in some fugly basements.
it's all coming together.
Cool. So
This
that.
mixture of super high tech and then like weird 70s like shag carpet and shit.
Yeah.
No. It's gonna be the worst part of my my creepypasta. Carpeted kitchen in the basement.
What about carpeted bathrooms?
Absolutely everything is yeah. Absolutely everything is neon pink.
Oh, sweet merciful Buddha.
Some of it actually lights up with LEDs to make
Yeah.
it very cyberpunk.
Ah,
That's it.
Or when you step on the carpet, it sounds like the squeaky shoes.
I thought you were gonna say when you step on the carpet, it lights up.
Yeah, everybody's
Say,
crunches.
absolutely everybody has. You know those trainers that everybody wants when they're 5 that when you walk they like light up. Everybody's got those. That's the extent of how cyberpunk this universe is. Everybody's just got light up trainers, but built in.
Everyone's like, "Hey, did you get the new Skechers?"
Yeah.
Skechers.
Dude,
You
I'm just waiting for them to
to
make.
go fast.
Nah, I'm waiting for them to make motorized Heelys.
Ooh. They're bound to be gas powered.
Gas
These
powered
huge
stick.
shoes that you're putting gas in.
Miggy, it'll be the Jinko Jean version of shoes.
It's almost like some like Sonic and Shadow kind of shoes.
Hey, Ains.
Big and chunky.
Oh my
nice long,
goodness, is
red
that
swords.
my husband Ains?
Yeah, I was gonna say Ains coming in here being like, "Oh my god, my best friend Migi," like the rest of us don't exist. Whoa,
I'm
But-
special.
you are. Hey Ains, how you doing? Ains, just to catch you up, we're about to play a cyberpunk RPG set on fugly Mars in a fugly basement with leaky fugly pipes. I hope that sounds fun to you.
It's about to get extra fugly, dog.
Yeah.
Everything's got like these dope but stupid stickers and light up things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
it also has carpet that licks your feet.
Carpet that licks your feet. Oh.
Isn't that just wet carpet?
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
This
car-
carpet.
I mean, the pipes are leaky, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
This carpet has active tongues that just as you walk along it.
No,
I
has
hate
anyone
Mars carpets.
has anyone ever seen that little meme? The person goes, "What if you walked on grass and it licked your feet?" And someone goes, "I do the splits."
Oh no.
Wait. Can you all just like roll? Can you all roll your dice again? But just before I get the totals, that's reminded me of a joke, Opa. Opa. So
I hit my knee on my desk.
the other day, I brought my wife some beautiful flowers, and she said thank you, but I suppose now you expect me to be on my back with my legs in the air all weekend. And I said, no, I thought we were going to use a vase.
Wow.
Silly.
That was a good one.
Thanks. Oh my! I'm getting controversy from chat here. Anyway,
What do you mean? Those are both correct responses.
yeah.
Alright, I rolled my dice. Do you want my
Cool. Yes, please.
I got a 3.
3, nice.
I got a 12.
Awesome, perfect 12.
Oh,
I also
Whoa!
have a 12.
Whoa!
oh.
I don't mind then. Which one of you two wants to go first? With you two rocking your nat 12.
He can go first because performance anxiety. So
Sure. Okay. Opa. We're gonna create your character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Sliders to maximum. Make it as ugly as possible.
I'm gonna look like Kanye.
So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to just get in a brief, like 1 or 2 sentence description. Just tell us what character you want to play.
I want to play a mechanical hedgehog.
Yep. Perfectly fine.
That has issues with parents.
Okay. Daddy issue hedgehog, got it.
Yep.
Just to be clear, because this is a cyberpunk world, is this a hedgehog that was cybered, or was it a person that turned themselves into a cyber hedgehog, or was it just built as a robot?
It was built as a robot.
Okay. That's cool. Then, and this I need all of you to.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does your robot hedgehog have a soul?
No, not at all. He does like tacos for some reason.
Oh, good. Cool. Likes tacos. Does your robot hedgehog have a name?
Minkers.
Minkus. Are there any numbers in that, or is it all letters?
02.
So Minkus 02 or 02 Minkus.
Minker 02.
Okay. Cool. Right.
He's the second version.
What happened to the first?
He died.
Yeah, you'll never know. Right. So then I need, and for everyone to write down these 4 things. But Oppa, you know how like in normal RPGs you get like skills and stuff like stealth or sleight of hand or like charisma. I need you to come up with 4 stats. So basically for Stephen and Migi, you'll be at plus or minus 0 to all 4 of these stats. They will be like base neutral for you. But for Oppa, I want you to come up with 1 stat you're at plus 2 at that Minkas is brilliant at, 1 that you're at plus 1 at because Minkas is quite good at it, 1 you're at minus 1 because Minkas is a bit bad, and 1 that you're at minus 2 because Minkas is horrible at doing. And these are the first 4 stats of the game.
All right. So
Is it stats like health, or is it more like skills? Like
more like skills. Sorry, like I say, like sleight of hand or stealth or like charisma or whatever.
So it'd be a +2, a +1, neutral, and then a -1, right?
No, a +2, a +1, a -1, and a -2.
-1, -2.
Yeah, so it's like
you don't get to be neutral at anything. You have to be really good.
He'll be he'll be neutral at the
pretty bad,
stats that
really bad.
he'll be neutral at the stats you guys create. Like you're going to be neutral at his stats.
Cool, I got it.
+2 in stealth.
Okay.
+1 in cuteness.
Yep.
-1 in happiness.
Oh. But okay, I love that happiness is now something we can do a check on. But yep, same with cuteness.
Dude, I mean that's so real.
Well, yeah.
And then -2 in money.
So there's some food in here. Ooh, what's Husky eating? Where, as in, like -2 at having money or being good with money, or
Just -2 in money. You're just being good with money.
being good with money. Okay, -2 in like financial responsibility.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna put
I'm writing down money skills with a Z.
Nice.
Money skills. Corn dog. That's just a poor man's beef Wellington. I'm not wrong. I've seen enough
Dude,
Gordon Ramsay to know.
It's been years since I've had a corn dog, and I don't think I've ever had a beef Wellington. So.
I also don't think I've ever had a corn dog or a beef Wellington.
Now I want a tiny beef Wellington on a stick.
Get a corn dog.
No,
beef
Wellington on a stick.
Yeah, I want an expensive
Even
corn
a
dog.
regular sized one on a stick, so that it's really huge and funny.
That's just a club.
Okay,
cool.
now I want to smack you with it because that sounds fun.
I'll eat it.
Yeah, I just want to smack you. You're like,
And I'll make it awkward. Make it awkward.
I bet you won't.
Say hard.
Anyway.
I just want to hit something with it.
I just want to hit something.
With food.
Sure. Steven, what character are you playing?
Ooh, My character is a
Come on, Dr.
medieval
Strong.
knight, but he fell into a spider nest, which happened to be a time vortex, and they all fused together. So now he is a massive collection of spiders inside of a suit of armor, with his singular conscious piloting the whole thing.
So he's a hive mind of spiders in a suit of armor.
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. Does this hive mind of spiders have a name?
I'm bad at names. He's called Frank.
Frank. Love it.
Actually, you know what?
Love
No,
it.
I'm changing it. Henry, because
Henry.
Kingdom Come Deliverance and Henry's cute. So yes, my spider
Right.
thing's cute too.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So Henry.
And just for reference, because this is important, they are all jumping spiders. So
Okay. So at some point, like the visor on the mask will open and a load of spiders will leap out and it will be
That's why
horrific.
you're trying. You chose jumping spiders because you wanted to be cute.
I know they're so pretty. I love them.
Except for that, you only get to be neutral cute because Oppa made that as a stat.
Oh, it's shocking.
That is unique. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's Alphonse, but with spiders. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Not Alfonso with spiders.
So yeah, Stephen, what are your 4 stats? One that you're brilliant at, one you're good at, one you're bad at, and one you're horrible at.
So I'm gonna have a +2 in charisma.
Yep.
So I'm just good at
Astounding.
good with people.
Yeah.
+1 in climbing up walls.
Yep.
So I guess acrobatics, I suppose.
No, I'm putting climbing up walls. That's what you said.
All climbing will be fine.
I put climb. I
'Cause
don't
that-
want to be elaborating.
Because no, it's climbing up walls specifically. If you want to climb up something else, then it's no good to you.
Then I'll have a -1 in speech.
Which is interesting, as you have a +2 in charisma.
Yeah, my character just radiates Riz, but just can't say a word.
That's an interesting point.
Basically.
Ains wants to make sure that your character can understand human language.
Well, yeah, because I mean, it is a mixture of
A human as
it's
well.
still
Yeah.
the human mind that's piloting the whole thing.
So basically, like, your body language and stuff makes you just really likable.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh my god,
That's the cutest little knight I ever saw.
touch me in the bed."
Except not cute. We just like him. He's nice. You're neutral cute.
It's like that. It's like that episode of Adventure Time. It goes, "You better do what I say." Ice King
He's
don't do
great at
nothing.
giving, like,
What
full body
about
massages.
now?
It's like all the people come up to him. It's like, I'd like him to lance me a lot.
Still needs the -2. What's he real bad at?
He is really bad at staying together. He's made of spiders, so it's really difficult for his body to not just like, oh, my arm fell off. Oops.
Right. I'm now going to have to.
He's falling apart at the seams.
Disassembly.
The crazy thing is, I now have to make sure to every now and again make you all do staying together checks, just to make sure, because it's now a
It's gonna
stat.
be more of a mental thing for me and Oppa, who are not made.
Oppa's a robot. Oppa's a robot.
He could fall apart.
He could fall apart. Yeah. You don't know that you couldn't.
Oh damn! I didn't even prepare for this.
Yeah,
well,
I'm just a little dude.
Wait, you chose Cyberpunk and you put staying together. You know we're gonna all have pieces. What's wrong with you?
I'm just a little dude.
Yeah.
Just a little guy.
Like roll over and be like, "Hey, I have a very circuitry belly."
Scratch it.
You might get shocked, but that's the fun of it. Even I won't know.
Touch me.
And then the whole underside is a taser.
So, Migi, what character are you playing?
I'm basically gonna be Rebecca from Cyberpunk. I'm going to be a short anime girl with huge fists.
You're also gonna get stomped on.
I missed
I'm
that
gonna be
question.
named Penny.
Penny. Penny, the tiny anime
With an
girl.
I at the end. And a 3 instead of an E.
Okay.
They did Rebecca so dirty. Not over it.
They did. Absolutely.
Okay, so sorry, because I haven't played Cyberpunk. So what? You're a tiny anime girl with huge fists.
Yeah, huge robo fists.
Nice, love it. Huge robo
Well,
fists
that's
that
just
might,
why.
yeah, huge robo fists that may or may not fall off depending on how your staying together checks go. Love that.
Exactly.
Ah, damn, this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man.
Right.
It actually also has robot eyes, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could fall out. Yeah, who knows? Cool. So, what are your stats? What are you good at, great at, bad at, and horrible at?
Right. Super great at technology, like just dealing with technology.
Yep.
I was gonna say fisting.
Mm.
Okay, +1 at fighting.
Yep.
Let me see. Now I have to think of the things I'm bad at. That's way harder. And I also have to look at all of the other stats to make sure I don't repeat anything or have anything too similar.
Exactly.
All I imagine
This is so hard.
all I imagine is Minkers is like, so what is he designed after? I was like, you ever heard of the Pokemon Shaman?
Aw.
I know one thing. -1, gentleness.
Okay.
Ooh.
-1 in gentleness.
Ah, Migi, fisting would have been a perfect stat to be good at if you're bad at being gentle.
No, I'm good at fighting. That uses fists. I'm not gonna choose fisting, dude. That
I mean,
has
if you want to
different
fist
connotations,
dudes.
and actually would be horrible if your fists are huge. That would kill somebody, Oppa.
Hey, dog, some people are into that.
Yes, it's like what a way to go out,
You wanna
though.
die, punk?
What was that?
I said you wanna die, punk?
Kinda.
You want to get fisted?
Maybe.
You want to get fisted by a tiny anime girl with giant fists?
I mean, it is a Friday afternoon.
I mean, if you ask the
I got
internet,
time.
yeah.
I got time.
I have a whole weekend off. I have time to recover.
I'm gonna
have a
make this
hole.
interesting.
Mhm.
-2 at finding things.
Okay.
Ooh. That means I'm about to get lost. Migi's gonna lose me.
Okay.
We're all
So
gonna get lost because we're all either really bad or neutral at finding shit.
just to round everything out, I'm gonna come up with 4 more stats which will all be neutral at. I am willing to take suggestions if chat wants to shout things at me. Because then I don't have to think of 4 things, and I could maybe only think of 2 if you. But so let's have. What have we already got? Stealth, cuteness, happiness, money skills, charisma, climbing up walls, speech, staying together, technology, fighting, gentleness, finding things. You've actually surprisingly covered the bases quite well.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
I feel like there's nothing sort of massively missing from there, but that does mean that I can just add in silly things. So I'm
Fashion.
well. I was going to say I'm actually going to. I know technically the rule is to not prior plan anything, but I'm actually going to steal this from a game of this I've done before. But I'm going to have as one of the stats finger guns.
Finger guns?
Finger guns.
With a Z?
Am I only neutral at this because they're so large?
No, you're only neutral at it because you didn't think of it.
Damn.
I'm going to have as one of the stats flirting.
Okay.
Just in case you want to. I'm not saying you have to.
I'm just
I'm
worried. Is that
flirting
not
with those
covered a bit
spiders.
by charisma?
Yeah, I guess it is. All right, we won't have that. We will have
Hi, I'm the rule lawyer for today.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly valid. We could have. Oh wait, because you're all like robots and stuff. Let's have conducting electricity.
Oh.
I'm spiders inside of a suit of armor. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tase everybody. I want to make that now.
You what?
I want that to be my mascot now. A hedgehog that's basically just a taser.
Yeah. Spiky on one
What
side,
about
shocking on the other.
You can write Minkers 02 on the side
Right?
with a stripe for racing.
Ooh, Miggy.
And you can do
Miggy out here doing God's work.
you can do it in your goalie colours.
That would be amazing, actually.
Yeah, he's going to go back to his channel soon and just be like, look, fuck gender changed Oppa, we're getting a hedgehog.
That's a fucking taser.
Maybe you could have one of the stats be like astronomy or like knowledge of astronomy and space and shit, since we're on Mars.
Yeah. I'm going to call it space law, because that's vague enough that, you know, anything you need to know about space. But you have reminded me that we're on space. So I'm also going to maybe do.
We're okay at breathing.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I did consider breathing oxygen, but I'm not going to do that. That would that'd be.
I'm a robot.
That's true. You're a robot, and you're a load of spiders in a suit of armor. God knows what you need to breathe.
I'm just saying. I would sit there. He's like, Minkers, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah,
I'm trying to breathe.
Ironically,
you're a robot.
Yeah, it's ironically Minkus is the one who suffocates.
It's like, what happened? He choked on his own oil.
Oh.
Minkers, no.
It's okay because Penny's really good at technology. She could fix you.
That's true.
Oh.
Stabs me with a battery.
And I can flirt at the robot.
Yeah. Need a final stat. Let's have.
Following social norms.
I don't know. I feel like we've already got charisma and speech and finger guns. I don't know if we need another social thing. That's what I mean. This is actually a surprisingly well-rounded thing for you all just making stuff up.
All our fault. We're just too good.
Yeah.
Eating.
Oh yeah, I'm a whole colony. I'm hungry.
Lol.
All right, we'll have hunger.
Yeah, hunger.
There you go. Throughout this game, you're going to be doing hunger checks and staying together checks.
Oh man. If we get too hungry, if I get too hungry, at least, I mean, I'm still mostly person. There is this tin can full of spiders.
That's my protein. Get away from my protein.
What's gonna happen is Sir Henry's gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't get to eat. Well, looks like I'm falling apart. Time to crash out."
Wait. I can eat Henry, but you could eat bits of me because of like power and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume
I'm partially robotic and you're a robot.
That's it.
It's just a weird food chain.
I was just thinking that way.
The robots will need to eat something. We'll establish what. So another thing.
Recharge on batteries.
Another thing that is a big part of this game, and this is something that I will let you have freedom with, but you need to kind of use it sparingly so that the game is still possible to be played. But technically, one of the rules of this game is anything any character says from this point onwards or that I say about the world is true. So if you were to hypothetically say, oh, we're going to be fine hiding out here because the robot spiders won't get us. We now know there's robot spiders in the world. The fact we're playing a cyberpunk game and there's a robot hedgehog means it's quite likely there's robot spiders anyway. But, or if you're like, we can't go outside because of the plague. We now know there's a plague covering the whole planet or whatever. So
we have a piece of paper so we can write down these weird ass facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna have to be flipping it over or getting another paper, I think.
But so that's it. The piece of paper is mainly there so you know what all the stats are and stuff. But yes, yeah. So basically, like I say, don't do it all the time, but every now and again, if you want to like add a bit of flavor to the world, feel free to. It can be as nuts as you would like. Part of this game is to be playing a chaotic game. Yeah. With that in mind, before we start, we'll go around the same order. We'll go like Oppa, Stephen, Migi, and then I will add a final one. But if you all want to just make one declaration about the world, then go for it.
The world is super weeby.
Super weeby? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, anime shit everywhere.
Okay, so it's an anime cyberpunk world.
You're just copying Edgerunners, aren't you?
I mean, I already chose Rebecca, and then I'm just like, I like anime. We're going with that.
Okay.
Anime. Most robot animals can float.
Okay. So does that include Minkas?
Yes.
So you have hover technology.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah, I thought you meant like in water.
Oh no. It's like anti-grav, like. He's basically, ironically, it doesn't work on water. It's like a hoverboard.
Got you.
I just look ridiculous when I float.
You float and sputter.
Okay. Anime world. I'm just writing these down too. Anti-grav robot animals. Yep.
It's weird because my little things that make me float shoot out hearts.
Ah. How adorable.
Yeah, it's in the stats, the cuteness.
That is true. Yeah, I can't argue with that. He does have a +1 to... Wait a minute. You're floating around shooting out these hearts, and yet somehow you have a +2 to stealth. Yep.
That's only if he's floating.
It's true. I suppose you could
not float.
You could not float and then be really stealthy. I get you.
He's just a little guy.
He is just a little guy. Yeah, Stephen, what do you want to make true about the world?
All of the organic citizens of the world look like really small Teletubbies.
So,
have you ever played Raise Hell?
I have not.
No, I'm thinking like the cutelets from that game. Because they look like little tiny Teletubbies.
Dude, I imagine getting my shit rocked by Poe.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that I basically look like one but modded out?
Yeah, you're a Teletubby with giant fists.
You're a tiny Teletubby with giant fists.
But they're also anime Teletubbies. That's pretty weird. I don't know what that fucking means.
Everybody is anime Teletubbies.
Oh no.
Can we just collectively, like between the four of us playing and everyone in chat, can we try and somehow find a way to get like anime Teletubbies like trending on social media? Just somehow.
Anime Teletubbies.
Like, I feel like.
Hey, I mean, if the Powerpuff Girls got an anime.
Right. But the Powerpuff Girls were kind of anime-ish. I mean, I know it was cartoon, but like.
No. Like, they actually have an anime.
Yeah, but I mean, that sort of makes sense. They're like superhero girls. Like, with like giant eyes. They've always been that. Like, I get that. That makes sense. Anime Teletubbies is nonsense.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, most American cartoons don't get turned into animes.
No, that's true. It's just the Powerpuff Girls and Rick and Morty. People look like tiny Teletubbies.
The way you said it almost sounds like somebody with a mental illness just describing what they see everybody.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that show. It's called Powerpuff Girls Z.
That should be one of our stats, like negative stats, mental illness.
Yeah.
We have staying together physically. Now we're gonna have staying together mentally.
I mean, it counts. Staying together, why not?
And then there's a live action Powerpuff Girls. That's crazy. Why was that a thing? Speaking of weird live action things, did you hear they're making a live action Rugrats movie?
No.
Ugh, gross.
Right? No, it gets worse. They're making a live action Rugrats movie, but with CGI babies.
I'm
Ew.
tweaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about feel about that, Truth.
You feel bad. Feel bad about it.
I'm gonna need
the
them,
Powerpuff Girls live action was canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, thank Buddha.
They made racist tweets on Twitter. I mean, X.
Canceled.
It was Buttercup.
Buttercup was always my favorite.
Me too.
I was a big Blossom person.
I don't
And
remember
then-
who's who, but I like the green one.
Buttercup's green.
I like the red one.
No, the red one was the worst one. I said it.
I mean, honestly, you end up liking all three.
Yeah, I mean, they're all great.
I like the red one, but got married to the blue one, which is my wife, who is the literal embodiment of Bubbles.
Bubbles is great. Right, and my final thing that I'm going to make true about this world is that it just kind of smells on Mars, you know? Like it's just
Bit whiffy.
yeah.
Kind of smells.
It doesn't stink. It's just not pleasant, you know.
So it smells like Stoke.
Yes, I don't know. I haven't been there.
Shoot, I've been to
Yeah,
Stoke.
initially, I wrote Mars stinky, but then you were like, it doesn't really stink. So, okay, Mars kind of stinky.
Yeah, Mars kind of stinky. It smells bad, but not awful, you know.
It's not rotten eggs.
No.
Mars
So
is a
it's not
little
good.
pongy.
Yeah. It just kind of smells like, you know, when you've had like some vegetables in the fridge maybe a day or two longer than you should have.
No, I hate vegetables.
So basically, smells like Luton. Cool.
It smells like me after I've had some eggs.
Yeah.
Give it.
I'm just naming off teams that were in the Prem that I dislike.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say it's just also another place I've not been. I understand to you people, you think the UK is really tiny and we all go everywhere.
Oh, it really is not, because it takes like 6 hours to get to Manchester from London.
Maybe.
Shoot, I don't like making that drive. I hated that drive.
Oh yeah, I went to Manchester Arena last year to go to For the Love of HorrorCon, and that was I think like 5.5 hours on train.
Sweet merciful Buddha.
The
The last time I was in Manchester was to go see United play, and that was a mistake because Old Trafford is a death trap.
I've only been to Manchester when my friend used to go to uni there, and I went to visit him. That was about 4.5 hours on the train.
Yeah, no.
That was 4.5 hours ago. That's where you were all day.
I don't know. I did used to live in the north side of London, so my favorite place was White Hart Lane. So
that's on the Monopoly board.
Yeah, it is. Because have you seen the stadium now? The Tottenham Stadium is amazing. I love that place. I wish I could live in it.
I mean, you could just don't tell anyone that you're there.
Oh, they would definitely know I shacked up. I'm a big Spurs fan.
Also, like to live there, that it would be so expensive just for food and drink.
Oh, most definitely.
Mm.
I'm not paying £5 for a soda.
Yeah, and the rest. Anyway, so we have our world now. We can now play our game. If you guys want to just give me like a couple of minutes if you want to chat amongst yourselves, just so I can actually like come up with some ideas of whatever the fuck I'm going to do with this to give you some sort of game to play.
At least you know like where to start from the title.
Yeah, that is the thing. The title of this game is How Every Campaign Must Start, which is You Awaken in a Strange Place. And
I love how on my notepad on my computer, the first thing, because I wrote it, the tab just says "Fugly Leaky Basement on Mars."
God, you see, the fact that you've made it in a basement, it would be so easy if we were doing a horror.
Exactly, that's what my mind was on, dude. It could still be horror, it just has to be cyberpunk.
Yeah, I mean it could, but I sort of.
We're just getting chased by mechanical Elmos.
Teletubbies.
Mechanical Teletubbies.
Dude, murderous mechanical Teletubbies.
Anime style.
It's like those bitches will melt you down into tubby tustard.
not the tubby tustard.
Soylent Tubby Toast.
No, but when they say it, like they sound demonic. They're like, oh, we're gonna turn, and then they start sounding like ooh voices. The tubby tustard.
No. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the other way around. Tubby tustard.
Are you saying tustard?
Yes, that's how they say it.
Again.
That's how they say it. Tubby tustard. That's how they say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would know.
I would. Teletubbies was kind of my generation.
I feel like most of this Twisted World was my fault for the whole Teletubbies.
No, it's fine.
Hey, it's fun. Teletubbies is fun.
I'm not sure if I should be trying to draw an anime Teletubby or not.
It's entirely up to you. Any drawings that you or the other players or chat want to do, I'm happy to see them.
Oh, CK, you're gonna love this. I got Prez to play Inazuma 11.
Yes.
And so now he's been doing a playthrough of it, and I've been basically collecting enough points throughout all his streams throughout the week, so that whenever it's time to, he's like, well, it's time to move on to another game. I go, no. I now have points another day. Oh my god.
Sorry, I just need to take the cameras off full screen so everyone can see this. There you go. There's the anime Teletubbies for everyone to see.
Dude, someone needs to make like the anime opening like they did with like Ed, Ed and Eddie.
It's interesting that person went with like the sexy people anime version. I was gonna be more like the Sanrio, like cute little weird thing, you know, like Hello Kitty is Sanrio.
Dude, I would love for a cinnamon roll Teletubby.
Cinnamon roll is the best.
Honestly,
cinnamon roll is my
favorite. Kind of murder you would be even more frightening. I feel.
It's funny. I have a cinnamon roll phone case, and it's great.
We're going to kill you.
Oh, dude, I'd be terrified. I would try to punt it, but I'm a hedgehog.
With those stubby little legs.
I should have made one of my weaknesses fucking combat prowess.
Fighting is a stat. You're neutral.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got an idea. So, can you all roll your dice for me, please? Let me know what you get.
Since you said please.
Oh, fuck. I got a 1.
7.
No, I'm waxing. No,
you can't get 1.
I know.
You can't get a 1.
The other dice rolled under. The other dice rolled underneath my pillow. I was like, oh fuck, I rolled a 1, and then I look underneath. Oh, cool, I did roll another 1. I have a 2.
I have a 7 as well.
Okay. Well, in which case, you see 2 7s can wake up at the same time. You awaken in a strange place. You are you awaken in a dimly lit room, where you can hear the sound of dripping, and you have there's a light sort of rusty smell in the air. As you sort of look around, you notice that you are sort of sat like you're sort of on the floor in a very thick pink shag carpet. It totally doesn't match the drapes that are on the curtains. They are very mismatched. It's very upsetting over the window.
Are we like lying down on this, or are we like propped up?
You're sort of propped up against the wall, which has a really very outdated orange and green wallpaper on it. Yeah, it's bad. Just on the other side of the room to the two of you is a mechanical hedgehog, which currently seems to be offline.
What the fuck?
And you notice, Penny, as an additional thing, you have handcuffed onto you, like behind your giant fist, sort of around your, I assume, normal-sized wrist, handcuffed onto you a briefcase.
Oh shit, we're in a Saw movie. A really fugly Saw movie.
Yeah. I want to play a fugly game with you.
I would be more afraid if instead of them being in like a scary scene in Saw, it's just fugly and you're just like, God damn it.
Okay, I assume I would have to roll for this because it's technology based, but I want to like check all of my like gear and like chip and anything else that I've got going on to make sure that I wasn't like knocked out or hacked in some way.
Sure, you can absolutely do that with either a technology or a staying together check. Your choice.
I'm doing a technology check. I'm not breaking myself in any way. I'm just literally checking.
That's
like
fine.
How you would check on a computer.
Yep. A diagnostic sort of check. Oh, I should have told you. Sorry. Yes. So the way that it works, if you you roll both the dice. If you get a 6 or lower, you fail. 7, 8, 9 is a success, like a partial success, like or a success with complication or whatever. And 10, 11, 12 is a full success.
Okay, so 6 or lower fail basically, but
Yeah.
I get +2 to my roll because of tech.
Yes.
Got you.
Also, anytime you fail anything, you get a fail point, which you can then spend on any future dice roll to add 1 to it.
Got you.
But you are never.
Well, I got a 7.
Nice. So you run like a diagnostic sort of check on yourself.
Exactly.
As far as you can tell, there's no severe damage. But unfortunately, your diagnostics check is not functioning at full capacity. So you can't. There's nothing majorly wrong, but you don't know about minor things.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted that fucking dealer.
Drugs? What?
No, cyber parts.
Cyber drugs.
Also, who are you?
Who was the one that spoke? Was it the robot? Or...
I don't know. It couldn't be. It would have to. Okay, all right, hold on. Oppa, was it you that like said drugs?
I said cyber. I said cyber drugs as a joke.
You're unconscious right now. No talking, mister.
Yeah, you haven't woken up in a strange place.
Programming to repeat the phrase cyber drugs on loop every half hour. God, I don't know if my character can really speak, so I suppose I'd just be like the clinking of spiders inside the helmet.
Or maybe your character can speak, but it's really hard because you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got a -1 to speech, so you can try and talk. You just have to make a speech check.
Maybe it's like kind of hissy and difficult.
But I don't have vocal cords. I've got spiders.
Look, you made speech a stat. That means it's possible for you to talk.
Yeah,
if you
okay, hold on. I just had this brilliant idea. the spiders could make vocal cords using their webs inside the suit of armor, which they then could pluck at with their legs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try and say I'm Henry, but I'm gonna roll and see what happens.
Yeah,
Well, -1. I got a 9.
hey, a 9 is a complete. No, it isn't. A 9 is a success. So yeah, success with a complication.
I cough up spiders while I'm talking.
Yeah, no. Basically, he sort of says, "I'm Henry," but in a very sort of muffled, hissy way. That you don't quite hear it right. It's a raid.
It's John.
Hey, John, how you doing? Welcome in, John, and all your raiders. I hope you were having a great and wonderful stream. If you were hanging out with John, you sure as hell were. But what were you up to? Oh, you were playing Xenoblade. I don't need to ask what you were up to. But how is everybody? We have just started playing. We've been doing the world building up until now. Damn, I don't know how to do shoutouts anymore. Why isn't that right? Did I spell it?
You had to put the @ sign.
You don't have to put an @ sign. That's a big.
Oh, you don't?
No, that's a big common myth.
Mm.
Everyone go and check out John. I haven't streamed in forever and I don't know how things work anymore. But basically,
Tonight, John.
Hi, John. John, what we've been doing, we've just been doing world building and game building. And what we've decided is we're playing a fugly cyberpunk game in a fugly version of Mars in a fugly leaky basement. Stephen is playing as Henry, who is actually a medieval knight whose body has been replaced by a colony of spiders. Migi is playing as Penny, who is a anime girl with giant fists. And Oppa is playing as Minkas 2, who is a robotic hedgehog. And they're in a world inhabited by tiny Teletubbies. One of the
which I became a part of because that's the rules.
All right,
organic individuals are Teletubbies.
Are actually tiny Teletubbies.
Well, it depends. Are you a native of this planet, or did you just come in?
Oh, are you just saying natives of Mars?
Yeah, only the natives of Mars, the organic natives, are tiny Teletubbies.
I want you to be a tiny Teletubby with giant fists. I think we should keep it. But John, one of the really cool things about this game is one of the rules is literally anything that myself as the DM or any of the players says about the world instantly becomes true. Because you've raided, and I really appreciate you coming by. If you want to just make a sweeping declaration that instantly becomes real about this world, feel free to go ahead and we'll add it to our canon.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm scared, Coach.
I'm scared.
John's gonna make us only talk using a piano.
Oh no.
John's gonna make us talk only using a piano.
Well, that just means that everybody's vocal cords would be replaced with piano keys.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah, and that means it could actually sound like anything.
Anyway,
just look at when John plays, and he plays using his piano as a keyboard, and then he can make it so it sounds like, screaming goats,
right?
Or somebody saying "hey" or whatever. Exactly.
That's the John noise. But yeah, so basically, guys, while John's thinking of what to add to the world, go and check out John. He's one of the most amazing, awesome, cool streamers there is. He plays video games with a piano instead of a controller, so much so that I'm pretty sure he actually finds that easier than using a controller nowadays. But today he's been playing the new Xenoblade game, but with a piano. He also does music commissions. If anybody wants their own music for any purpose, he will make it for you because he's an incredibly talented musician. So that's the thing. So go and check him out. Also, he has a collection of bomber hats, and that's just a random thing. Okay, any treasure or loot you find will always include a bomber hat. There we go, bomber hats. And you have to wear and stack all your bomber hats as you find them. Amazing. Right, I know how all loot equals bomber hats.
Oh, god damn it.
That sucks. I don't know what that is.
Well, all loot has
okay,
a bomber hat. Not that all loot is bomber hats, but it always has one.
The hats are bombs.
It includes the bomber hat. He didn't say that.
Olu has bomber hats. Hats must be stacked. Be back. Are we back? That was really
we're back.
cool. That was a really unfortunate thing to happen after a raid. But hey ho. I was just about to say, doing the Twitch thing properly. If anyone who came in with the raid doesn't know me, I'm CK. We play things here. When I haven't been doing this, doing an RPG, we've currently been playing the Resident Evil 3, but the OG one from like 1999, because it's better than the remake.
Yes.
Yes. And I will aim to be finishing that soon. I know I haven't really been streaming much lately, but I will, in a couple of weeks, be able to regularly stream on a Tuesday.
Nice.
So streaming will come back on a Tuesday afternoon, which I'm aware for all the American people is not really that helpful a time. It'd be like a Tuesday morning for you, but still, it's something.
Yeah, very cool. Also, did you guys all get the whole statement I made of all the clothing in this world adjusts to be perfectly fit for you?
Oh, I thought you just said it was about bomber hats, but okay, all clothing. That's cool.
All clothing.
That's because all the clothing is actually holographic.
Oh,
shit, we naked!
Yeah, everybody's naked.
Oh, dude!
Clothing is holograms.
My
I'm
hedgehog
fine, 'cause I'm wearing a
dog.
suit of medieval armor, so I'm not.
That's true. Yeah. Your armor's medieval, so that's not a hologram. Anyway.
That's why you stated that, you bastard.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now my robotic hedgehog dog will just be swinging.
So
It doesn't tuck into your body like normal? Like what?
Speaking of which, speaking of which, your robotic hedgehog wakes up about now to find the same thing that you're on a pink shag carpet, propped up against an orange and green wallpaper. It's all just very fugly in here. It smells bad and it's a bit damp.
The smell is worse closer to the ground. I hate it here.
Oh, hello, hedgehog.
Why do you have a briefcase?
I don't know. I think that we've all been like knocked out somehow, kidnapped. Something is going on. My
Someone did shut me
diagnostics
off.
did not go off well.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Can either of you help me open this briefcase?
Sorry.
There's no way I can do it.
I just need to interject because we got raided and I didn't make it clear. The complication to Stephen trying to tell you his name was Henry is that due to the confusion of spiders trying to talk, you heard it as Henri.
Henri?
Ooh, I'm French. No.
That's it. It's like the French version of Henry. It's basically the French version of Henry.
I kind of just nodded like I understood, and then the hedgehog woke up.
Yeah, it's basically it. Carry on.
I'm just gonna start floating. I hate the smell of this floor.
It's fair. It is, in fact, pretty stinky in here. But that's how Mars smells most of the time.
That's a point. Can spiders smell things? I don't think they can. So maybe I'm immune to smells. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to Google can spider smell. No worries, John. Thank you so much for the raid, and I hope your stuff goes well.
Would you guys like to know a funny spider fact?
Yes.
Yes.
So the world's deadliest spider resides in Australia because of course it fucking does. They found a variant of that species that happened to be twice the size. And the thing is that if it bites you, it can kill you in about 15 minutes if you don't get any medical attention. And if you think about wearing like really thick shoes, that doesn't really help because they have enough bite force to puncture shoe leather.
That isn't a fun spider fact. That's terrifying.
No. But so the variant that they found is twice the size, has the same loadout, and you want to know what they called it? You want to know what they called it?
Oh, is this the orange bitey thing?
Oh.
Not the orange bitey thing.
They called it the Newcastle Big Boy, the world's most deadliest spider, the Big Boy.
I like it.
He's just a big boy.
Google says spiders, in fact, do taste and also smell through special sensory organs on their legs.
Oh, so I suppose because I'm inside a suit of armor, I'm not currently smelling stuff.
Stop trying to get around
So
it. You can smell
with your feet.
Yeah.
Stop
You smell
trying
with
to
your-
get around it. You can smell the stink.
Stop trying to
You can
crack
smell
some
with your
logic in this house of God.
We're in a basement.
That just reminds me of the dinner scene from Shrek, where he's like, donkey!
Yeah. There is a knock at the door.
None of us are tied down, right?
No.
To be fair, I could just reassemble myself.
I just slowly swivel as I'm hovering over and just look at the door. Voomp.
My head rotates.
All right. I'm
towards the
getting
door.
up. I'm grabbing the briefcase. I'm going towards the door, okay? I got them fighting fists. I can punch them if they're trouble.
They knock again.
This door handle looks kind of tiny. I can't open the door.
Your hands are too big.
My hands are too big.
In my spidery way, I'm going to be like, step aside, young lady. Let me do this with my chivalrous knightly hands.
I guess you have to do a speech check to see if it comes through.
Yeah, I have to do that one first. Ooh, 11.
11, yep, that's fine. You heard it perfectly.
Suave Spider Knight Man
Spider Knight, Spider Knight.
does whatever a Spider Knight does.
Can he swing from a web? No, he's a collection of spiders in a suit of armor. It's too heavy.
Alright, well, I'll step aside.
And I will open the door. Do I have to do a falling apart check to make sure my hand doesn't come off?
Sure. I mean, I wasn't going to make you, but yeah. But yeah, go for it.
Every action I do, I have to do a falling apart check. Let's see. Mine's a -2, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my god, the OG
I
is
got a
back.
5.
Hi. I am back.
Oh no, you got a 5?
What does 5 mean?
A 5 is a fail. So, yeah, your hand does indeed fall off. But you collect a fail point. So remember, next time you make a roll, you can, well, anytime in the future, you can make a roll. You can spend a fail point to give it a +1. However, just bear in mind you're never allowed to add more than +2 to something. So you can't use fail points on something you already have a +2 for. Or,
Okay.
Got you. That's
So how badly does this fail? Do I just not open the door, or do
No.
I open it in my hand?
You open the door, and as you sort of pull it open, like your hand stays on the door, but your arm like stays with you. So that like the door's.
looks like I'm not the only one with hand problems.
Hey Cal, hope you're doing well.
Looks at you. You have hands.
You have little hedgehog hands.
It's okay, little guy. He'll grab things and I'll punch things. And you can bite things.
Bite their kneecap.
Technically, I'm just a taser.
You can taste things.
I shall.
Well, I'm going to pick up my hand and reattach it.
Would that
So-
also take
Roll
a
for that?
Yeah, would you have to roll for that again for the staying together check?
Oof, my knees.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to do a staying together check to put yourself back together, or a technology check, whichever you'd rather.
He's not tech.
Yeah,
That's true. You're not tech because you're a suit of armor. Staying together
So
it is.
I got a 7.
7. Yes, you can reattach your hand, but it's the wrong way round. So like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's upwards instead of downwards. It's the other.
That's fine. I mean, as a collection of spiders, I'm pretty.
You're
flexible, so
you're probably not that
who
bothered.
cares which way's what, really?
Right. My
No
boop.
direction can hold him.
Spiders?
Sorry, what?
Spiders?
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys explore the fact that he's full of spiders. My booper went off, so I need to quickly go and eat something. I will be back in 1 sec.
Okay.
I look at
Tis
you.
a
What the heck
strange
is a spider?
ailment not heard of in mine time, ith. Verily.
What's a spider?
You haven't seen robo spiders? I mean, they do tend to be a lot bigger, but I'm pretty sure that those are spiders.
I
And
grew up
that
in a
armor is,
sheltered
like,
environment.
really old.
I mean, I lived in a very sheltered environment. Someone made me after a Pokemon. I don't even know what that is.
Because he was inside a cardboard box.
Okay, this is a really weird situation. So, am I the only, like, person here?
Wow, rude. What am I, chopped liver?
No, you seem to be a lot of spiders.
I'm Henry, and I'm from, I don't know, somewhere medieval.
The name tag on your armor says Henri.
No, you can't read.
Yeah.
Your language is wrong, strange robot hedgehog thing.
But your E has the little hat on it.
I'm going to be doing so many speech checks.
I know, you should be doing so many speech checks right now.
Waiting for CK to mediate.
No, but it's but your E has the little hat on it. It says it right there.
What kind of knight has the name tag? This isn't in the game. I'm just wondering, like, what made it?
Yeah,
like,
no
hello,
knight has a name.
My name is Henry.
You would just say you're a knight too. I don't think you would say medieval because of the.
That's true. In my time, this is very modern, very progressive, very forward thinking.
Okay.
Very demure.
Very mindful.
Okay, but we need CK to be back to tell us who's on the other side of the door. The door opened.
The anticipation.
What?
We're waiting for you to tell us who's on the other side of the door. Because it's open.
Yeah. So on the other side of the door is obviously a tiny yellow Teletubby person.
Oh.
No.
You better tell us what we're doing here right now.
But they've
Who the fuck you are. I'm lifting the briefcase up at them like I'm gonna smack them with it because I mean I can't just normal punch them. It's in the way.
Whoa. Okay. Look. I came to get you guys. I'm really glad you're here. Are you ready to do the job?
How much are we getting paid?
I don't know. I assumed you worked that out with the bosses.
What job is this, sir? I am already in full-time employment as a knight.
Yeah, I don't like the vibe of the Teletubby, so I'm gonna plop on Penny's head and stealth mode.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
I got a 9.
Okay. You're pretty stealthed. But you know you're all sort of curled up in a little hedgehog ball, like sort of in Penny's, I assume, giant anime hair. So you can't really see much at the moment. But
Yeah, since she's based off of Rebecca. Rebecca has 2 large twin tails, by the way.
Okay.
So he would just be sitting on my head.
But yeah, you're basically like curled up in a ball, nestled in her hair. So you can't be seen, but you also cannot see.
When I said that thing to the Teletubby, I sort of like pointed at him.
Yeah.
So I am gonna do a keeping together check. What was it? I got a 9.
See, it's a difficult thing to do a partial success for. It's like, how do you partly stay together?
You rattle around ominously, but otherwise are okay.
Yeah. You sort of point and like the finger is about to fall when you sort of catch it and like click it back in before it goes anywhere.
And all you can hear is the skittling of little tiny feet.
Yeah, you just hear like a.
Oh God.
But yeah.
Well, your boss seems to have wiped our memory or something because I don't remember this, and they clearly don't remember this. And also, why is the briefcase stuck on my arm? Even if it's important, this is in the way.
Look, all I know is I had to come get you and tell you to travel. You gotta travel through the subterranean the subterranean uniquely branching way system. You know, the subway system, and I need you, and you need to take that briefcase to our contacts on the other side. Because that's all I know. Please don't kill me. You look angry.
What is a briefcase?
I'm not gonna kill you. Okay, Spider Knight Man and Little Hedgehog Dude, do you guys want to do this? I don't know if we
First,
really have
answer
much
my
choice.
question, Robo Lady. What is a briefcase? Is it?
I just lift up my arm to show you the thing that's dangling attached to it. It's this thing.
What does it do?
It holds stuff.
Speech check. 13. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's the clearest you've ever been.
So eloquent.
It's like this whole day he's had a cold and he's finally got a lozenge and he's just like, ah.
What does it do?
I chug lozenges, so it's not good.
Alright, so I guess we're bringing a secret thing into somebody.
That's pretty much it. Oh, I was also told to give you all of these, and he hands you each a bomber hat.
Oh. Okay. I put it on, but it's also over Minkers, who I don't know his name yet, but it's just over him. You're under my hat with your own hat.
Hatception.
This is actually really good for me because it's more like material to hold myself together.
Yeah, and it changes to perfectly fit. So it would, I imagine, like, go to the correct size to go over your helmet.
I just imagine it just goes like every little spider gets a hat.
You're broken, CK. He loves it too much.
Yes, I don't know why they would have prepared to have that many hats, but yes. However many spiders are in.
Okay, wait. It's because the rule that clothing adjusts to fit you perfectly, and his collection of spiders is one consciousness.
That's true.
Plus, it's holographic, so it's like sensed. There's like loads of organic beings in there, so it's like. Deep, 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 deep.
Yeah,
That's
so we
so
don't
cool.
see the bomber hat. It just like
Dude,
it shrinks, shreds apart, and goes zoop inside the armor.
I just imagine the Teletubbies just staring at the suit of armor and hearing all the fucking hologram. Just hearing the buzzing in of the hats, and it's like, why the fuck is there so many?
All that glowing coming out from the cracks as it's forming.
Man,
this is quite an interesting situation.
That's it.
It lights up in the suit of armor.
I'm sure that this spider armor guy isn't the thing that we're actually bringing.
What? No. No, because
it seems rather
unique. Yeah, I think that's why he was chosen to do this job, because, you know, who's gonna stop him?
That's fair. I don't gotta argue with that.
But no, basically,
if I chose a job and agreed to this shit, I must pay a lot, because otherwise I'm gonna beat the shit out of somebody. So I guess I'm doing it.
Well, basically, like I say, all I know is that my boss sent me to come get you and make sure you were ready for the job. He told me that you were escorting that briefcase to his contact, like I say, on the other side of the subway system.
All right.
And that it was something, you know, his contacts are usually people who are very good at, like, computery stuff. So it's probably some really cool tech thing in that briefcase that they're going to use to take down some corrupt government business thing. I don't, you know.
I'm all for that.
Right? Exactly. So, you know, that's the kind of thing that's going on. I'm quite low paid in the organization. I don't have many of the details, and frankly, you make me nervous.
Well, it's okay, little guy. You've done nothing wrong.
Did thou seest that holy light that emanated from thine body? This tiny midget ugly child thing said, I am chosen. 'Tis a sign from the Lord. Huzzah! God has chosen me as his emissary on this planet. Verily.
Sure, buddy.
I'm gonna unstealth, and so from underneath the hat, I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna speech check, see if you even understood any of that. No, you didn't, because I got a 5. Wait, no, I got a 7. Wait, no, I didn't. No, I
understood a
didn't.
little bit.
I got a 9. I can't do math.
I just agree.
I'm just a little spider collective.
You got a 9. You didn't really understand all the words, but you got the gist of it. You know, he feels like he's a holy chosen knight.
He do.
I've become a paladin. What an upgrade!
Spider paladin.
And I've got a hedgehog bomber hat. I got an upgrade too.
You got head armor.
Okay. Cool. I don't really have much else to tell you guys. Just sort of head that way, and he sort of points down, particularly disgusting looking, sort of tunnel. Where I say it's disgusting looking. It's basically just like I was sort of saying to you before. It was largely decorated in a neon pink, but with very very bright sort of flashing yellow lights.
Ooh. Due to me being underneath the hat. Yeah, no, due to me being under the hat, I agree with the Teletubby. I'm like, yeah, we'll go wherever you need us to go.
I'm doing this for the money. and I guess that he's doing it because he feels special. So, all right. I mean, I was just going to ask you where we should go from here. So
that way.
Right.
Basically, I could give you a map, but it would come with another hat.
Okay. I think I'd prefer still to have the map.
Okay.
I'm not very good at finding things otherwise.
He shows you a map, and it's got like a detailed route of how you need to go, down the thing, which will, actively work out as we play. But you've got a rough route through the subway system.
That's good, because it sounded like it was going to be a maze.
Yeah, that's why we got you a map. Remember, it comes with another hat, and he puts another hat on you.
Yep,
the second one is horribly contrasting in color to the first.
Luckily, it's on my head, so I don't gotta look at it.
That's true.
And my character's now got light emanating again, so he's like, "Oh my god, another blessing from the Lord."
It's dark underneath this hat. I don't know how many hats I have.
You just have one hat.
Oh,
you're just
sweet.
Underneath my hats. Because I'm the one that took the map.
Why does it feel like the inside of this hat got heavier?
It's just your imagination. It's all holograms anyway. The photons, they increase in mass. I'm gonna start heading down the spooky, gross pink hallway.
I'm just gonna.
I have to go. I have to go with you.
Yeah, man. I mean, unless you get off my head, you're coming.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I like it here.
I'm just so freaking happy. I'm just like, arms are going side to side. I'm like practically skipping out. I'm like, hell yeah, the God loves me.
At this moment,
you might need to check for that.
Well, I was going to say,
actually skipping. It's just like I'm trying to describe that sort of like happy sort of.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a bounce in his step.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized I probably should have done a check for gentleness for being able to take the map in the first place.
Nah, you're fine. I was going to say though, if all of you could just do a check for hunger about now, that would be a.
Oh, fair.
I rolled a 10.
I got a 6.
Hey, I also got a 6.
Hey, people who are 6, you are cripplingly hungry. Something I forgot to tell you about, by the way, is you all have 10 HP.
Ah!
Okay.
Wait,
why are we cripplingly hungry? I thought you had to get under a 6 to fail.
No, 6 or less is a fail.
Oh.
You're really hungry.
A slight fail though? Aren't we just like really hungry?
No, 6 or lower is a complete fail. 7, 8, 9 is a partial success, and 10, 11, 12 is a full success.
Hey, little guy, you wouldn't
Yeah.
happen to have any food or snacks or know where we can get some food nearby?
Would you like a battery?
I still eat food. I'm not
But that's
a
all I
full
got.
robot.
If you
That's all I got.
if you go the way I told you to go, for about, I don't know, like 3 or 4. Let me show you on your map. Like, and he points to you sort of around like 2 or 3 corners. There's a little building, and he sort of points it out and goes, "Yeah, that's It used to be a shop a long time ago. I think it's like abandoned now, but there's still a vending machine there that works."
All right, cool. Keep my eyes open for it. You guys keep your eyes open too, because I'm bad at finding things.
Don't worry, I've got millions of eyes.
That's
Sounds
probably true.
Spooky, but helpful.
Yeah.
The
All right, bye, Lem.
shenanigans.
Alright, bye. That was probably the nicest kidnapping I've ever experienced.
Goodbye, little goblin child.
Bye, whatever the heck you are. I don't know. I can't see.
He's just a Martian. A normal Martian. Night here guy just doesn't know.
I'm trying to make you feel comfortable.
I'm sorry I keep calling you Night Guy. I know your name was something like Henri or something.
As you walk away, you do hear the sounds of the faint snifflings of sadness, as being called a goblin was quite hurtful for him.
Aww.
But it's fine. You've left now. It's
Well, I feel bad, and now I'm offended because I am also partially Martian.
Yep.
Oh no, is my character racist?
Yeah, you're like a grandpa.
I'm waiting
dude.
for
You just
Henri
don't-
to-
You don't understand that you're being racist. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't.
Look, you're from a different generation. It's
I have
You know
Martian
what,
That's
friends
bad,
too.
Mickey. I'm waiting for Henri to do a finger guns check and point at you.
Well, by the way, little hedgehog, do you have a name?
I am known as Minkers too.
Nice. That's a cute name. My name is Penny.
Like the coin?
Yeah, but I have a 3 instead of an E and an I at the end. Just to make it more unique, you know, and
So
you know,
are
less
you
stealable.
also a robot? Because there's a 3 in your name.
I'm partially.
That checks out. This hair is too
Cyborg.
real to be robot.
Exactly. Except for its
It's
color.
very soft. It's very soft.
I do take care of it.
Mr. Henri, man. I hear a lot of scratching going on. Are you okay? I can't really see, but I hear a lot of scratching coming from all the metal.
I just like do like a little hat tip, basically, to make it so that you can look at him.
Oh.
Hey, can
Which
you
is
do
also probably the cutest thing. You should roll for cute right there with just like the
I'm
little like
rolling.
robo hedgehog
I'm
little
rolling.
face just peeking out of some bottle pads. I'm just saying that's adorable.
I would like.
I'm rolling for cuteness.
I was going to say I need Minkers to roll for cuteness, and I need Penny to roll for gentleness to see whether or not she just knocks him off.
I'm sorry.
I rolled a 12.
Wow. If you don't get like thrown on the floor now, you will be so cute.
I got a 10 in total.
10's fine. Okay, you gently tilt your hat in such a way that Minkers can very cutely peer out from underneath.
I'm so happy by this. It's so stupid how happy I am by this little situation. Oh my god.
So I heard scratching. Are you okay?
I am unaware of what ailment I currently have, but otherwise, yes, I am feeling fine. Thank you, strange creature.
Guys, this is an anime world. You just got like the anime blushies because he was so cute. 100%.
Every
got
single
10.
spider in there.
Yeah. Somehow, even
Yeah.
somehow every single spider is having a nosebleed.
Not to mention when you peeked out with the uber cuteness, it did like the little sparkles and bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then you hear the in the background the wow.
I love it. This is perfect.
Anyway, it's about this time you come up. You find a door in front of you. Being a person of with interest in tech, you'll recognize it as a simple electronic lock that you to do it. Unfortunately, the control panel on it is sparking vividly.
Oh no. Alright, am I doing a technology check or a conducting electricity check?
Well, that's up to you on how you're trying to get around the fact that this locked door has got a broken panel.
I mean, first I'm gonna just see if it happens to open by itself. Like, if I can just open it, you know? Always check the simple thing first. Don't fuck with electricity if you don't got to.
Make a I'm sort of thinking make a staying together check because you're trying to see if the door stays together with the wall.
Yeah, I like it.
Right?
Oh god.
Oh shit, I got a 5. What is
No,
that?
no.
Oh fuck.
No, that means you failed, but that's good because that means that the door and the wall did not stay together.
Oh, yay! It just broke off.
Yeah. You basically push it and the door just goes.
And see, kids, this is why we try the easy way first. Don't touch the panel.
This is why on Tuesday we do arms.
We throw hands.
I heard something break. Are we breaking things?
Just a little bit. It's alright.
You've
gone through the door. Where are you going now?
You head through this door and you basically you now come into what you would have thought would actually be like the first sort of nice looking tunnel that you've come across, other than the fact that it's about like 4 inches deep in like sewer water, and it has like the water has a nice sort of green like slime on top of it.
Ew. Well,
Oh wow.
you got an idea why it's kind of stinky.
Thank goodness I'm not anywhere near that because I can hear it.
Yeah, you lucky.
It don't sound good.
Couldn't you just float over it anyway, though?
Yeah, I don't want to get my boosters near that.
Other technology doesn't work on water.
What about you, Spider Knight guy? Are your spiders drowning in water right now?
No, but they are screaming. The little tiny little spider screams.
Oh goodness.
Knowing full well the irony of what I'm saying, I'm glad I'm not in your shoes right now. Is it still just like a straight shot forward through all this nastiness, or is there like turns or different ways?
It's a pretty straightforward. Can you just, whilst you're doing spider screams, can you make a happiness check for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that was the thing.
So I got a 9.
Okay. Your happiness has sort of has certainly gone down, but it's not got because, like you say, spiders screaming about water in your shoes. But it hasn't gone down. Like you're not like having a breakdown. You're not like sort of madly depressed or anything.
The Lord will see me through every trial.
That's it. Your faith in God will persevere. It gives you the hope you need. It's a pretty straightforward trek for a while until you come to like a sort of T-junction, crossroads even. Sorry, not a T-junction.
Okay, gotta look at the map.
I
assume this is going to be a finding things check is the problem. Because we have to find where we are on the map.
Yeah.
Also, I still feel like I should have to be doing a gentleness check. If this is a piece of paper with my giant robo hands, I
Okay.
might shred it.
Okay,
Also not good.
do me a gentleness check then.
Oh no.
Well, yeah.
Sorry, guys. I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you pull out your map and you just go. So you now have the map for the first third of your journey in this hand, and then the other 2/3 of your journey in this hand.
I mean, I would assume that's still legible. Just
I don't suppose either of you guys would be better at dealing with the map somehow. I mean, because little hedgehog guy doesn't have hands.
that's
He
true.
has
and I've got
he has
loads of hands.
little
Guy
hedgehog
just
hands.
falls apart. Is it small enough that I could just stick it on my head under the hedgehog?
What, the map?
What
Right,
if the
that
hedgehog is like a little gravity beam you can use to hold small objects?
That's gonna be a no.
I'll take the map, and it just sort of like gets sucked into one of the holes.
Perfect. Hey man, if you can see it and read it, you're gonna be better than me at finding where we are.
Well, good thing you have webs to fix the map.
That's true.
You're smart.
Is that what you're going to try and do? You're going to try and stick it together with some web?
Yeah.
Sure, make
Is that a staying together check?
It's got to be a staying together check, doesn't it?
Yeah, what else would it be?
I'm really bad at that.
Yeah.
0.
You rolled a 0.
Yeah.
Oh no, what does that mean?
Oh no!
Okay, the map has now been completely covered in spiderweb to the point it is completely illegible.
It's a rolled up crumpled paper and webs.
Is it? It basically, you give him the 2 parts of the map. They sort of get absorbed through the cracks in his gloves into the suit of armor, and then he just sort of shakes out the bottom of his leg, just a ball of screwed up paper and web.
I have
How
to do a
his leg?
happiness
That means
check.
it's in the sewer water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a happiness check.
I think we all got to. All of us should do a happiness
we
check right now.
We'll do a happiness check to see how your morale is after the map has been completely ruined.
Shit, I got a 1.
I got a 9, so I'm still pretty happy.
Yeah, you did. Remember, okay. Just remember, Oppa, that when you do, or all of you, if you haven't been doing it, when you do get a complete fail, you do get to keep a fail point.
Yeah.
Then you can.
Nice, I think that's my second one.
I have 1, but
9 isn't a fail.
I got a 1.
Oh no, putting the map together was a colossal fail.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah,
I'm sad as fuck.
That's it. Basically, the cute little face that was sticking out from under your hat withdraws, and you can just hear some sort of mechanical whimpering from under your hat.
Oh.
I mean, neither of us got perfect happiness either. We're both we're just kind of okay. Right? With an 8 and a 9, we're kind of okay.
That's
it. This is fine meme.
Yes.
Yeah. You're less happy than when you woke up, but you're not up you're not devastated.
I mean, in a pinch, there is some protein in the can next to me if I think I'm gonna die or something.
So anyway, you're at a
By the way, I'm not saying that out loud, so you guys can't react to that.
Anyway, you are at a crossroad. What way do you want to go? Left, forward, or right?
Let's look at our skills and see if any of them could apply to this.
How can wall climbing help this situation?
I was trying to think that too. I mean, it's just like a normal sized fall, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know what? Why am I even walking through the water? Why can't I just climb on the walls to stay out of the icky water?
There's just this fucking suit of armor just kind of being dragged across the walls.
And you just hear the scraping, just a... It's like,
Sure. Well,
Well, before
Actually,
people
that's brilliant. If we go one way, the scraping will mark the way we've been.
oh god, we're so smart.
yeah. Well, maybe a climbing walls check.
I'm doing it right now. 6.
It's basically you sort of you start climbing, and then you just lose your footing and just slide down and sort of like proper like butt first into the stinky water.
Yummy.
Can you make me a staying together check?
I can. Oh. 4.
But your butt piece falls out.
My butt.
Your butt piece.
your whole ass is hanging out.
I've got negative AS.
Well, that definitely didn't work.
Rolls
Is
the
there
happiness
any
check for
chance
no
that
ass.
Is there any chance you can just send like a spider out rather than all of it at once?
Ooh, yeah. I
Um,
can.
I feel
yes.
like you need to
but
do a staying together check, but you specifically need to fail. So that only like a few go rather than all of them trying to go.
Yeah.
let's see what we got here.
I would
No
help you put
spiders.
your butt back together, but these
I
hands are not
got
built
a
for that.
9. So that's like something.
Maybe just a small group of spiders then?
Yeah. Like
I'm gonna
some for each
say
passage.
with a 9 you can well you can split your spider mass in half, so you can have 2 groups of spiders.
So it's gonna be
have
like
one group take your head.
Yeah, so basically you can make the legs go one way and the top half go another way.
yeah, why not? So I've got like kind of like an it thing going on, but with feet.
Yeah.
They're just hopping their way along.
Well, they can walk like the legs like normal, and then you'd have one that's using arms, maybe along the ceiling or something.
Oh yeah, I could try another wall climbing check for my
Yeah.
upper half.
Yeah, go for it.
If you're able to split like that, actually, you could go both ways and see if one of them seems like.
Well, there's 3 possible ways for you. There's like left, right, or forwards.
Okay, well they can go left and right.
Yeah.
Still 2 out of 3 to
Yeah.
see if there's something.
Oh, I got. Wait. So how? Wait, no. 6 is still a fail, right?
Yes.
I failed, so I'm not even going to use any points. Yeah. Even with half of me missing, my armor is still just too heavy. I plop back into the water.
I'm not going to make you do another staying together check. It's fine.
My spiders are so stinky now.
Yeah. Maybe you can walk as like a handstand and just be upside down.
So did your
With the
legs
head on
already
the-
go like one direction?
Yeah, I like pick up my head, then like rotate and then shove the head on the like bottom, which is now the top.
Yes.
To keep the head out of the water.
What is happening?
A horrible mess of armor.
All right, CK, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because I don't want to just state things even though I know we can. Do I have any kind of scanning or echolocation kind of technology, say like in my eyes or something?
That is up to you. I will say, if you believe it is reasonable for your character to have it, then they can. If you do not believe it is reasonable for your character to have it, then they won't. Because nobody.
Would it be reasonable to have a certain amount of scanning, like
Yeah, you do.
like a night vision, and it like tracks the points of things to try and guess the size and space around us.
Sure.
Okay. What would I roll for that check?
Tech. And say, because you're using technology to like scan the area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think what I would do is I would roll tech to see if it works in the first place, and then maybe finding things to see if I actually sense anything.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
All right,
Oh,
I
so
got an 8. Wait, no, I got a 10 because of the +2 for
Nice.
technology.
So it definitely worked. You were definitely able to scan the tunnels. Can I just check before you do your finding things roll? Which 2 directions did Henry end up going in?
Left and right, I suppose.
Left and right. Okay. And so are you scanning the straight-on tunnel?
I was kind of being in the middle for like a whole radius, so
Okay.
I could get as much of all of it as possible.
Sure.
If
Can
you
you?
designed the tunnels to be very long, it won't really necessarily help. But
No.
just
I was just going to say, could you do 3 finding things checks then, 1 for each tunnel?
Gotcha. Okay, left first.
All right.
I got a 2.
Yep. There's a So with that 2, you are vaguely aware that there is some legs walking down that tunnel. But that isn't from your scan. You can just see them.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do the straight-on tunnel?
Yep, I got a 5.
Yeah, it's wet down there.
Damn it.
And the right-hand tunnel.
I got a 6. Why did I make finding things the thing I'm bad at? Why did I do this to myself?
Well, remember, you can spend your fail points to boost your rolls if you want.
Well, but that would only be a 7 then.
Well, 7 would be a partial success.
Okay, I'll use one of them then. I think I have one. I haven't been keeping track. I'm bad. I'm gonna.
Well,
decide
you just failed 2 other scans, so you've got at least 2, right?
Exactly. That's why I'm deciding that I'm gonna use one of them to make it a partial success on the right side at
Right.
least.
So you sort of scan ahead, and then you can tell that just in front, like just ahead of where Henry's sort of top half is, there is a like slight bend to the right. Round that bend to the right, there is a steep sort of elevation, and at the top of that elevation is something that you sense to be edible.
Oh, we going that way.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry, dude. And it happens to be like where part of Henry's going, so Henry won't be entirely starving. There's enough food for both of us. Do we say both of us? Because there's a lot of Henry.
He has one
They're really
mind.
small, so they don't need too much food.
So I'm gonna let you know, Penny. I sense at least 10 in there. At least 10.
10 what? In where?
10 spiders in Henry.
Oh.
At least 10.
At
They
least
were pretty
10.
tiny looking
I should say,
spiders.
I d-
I feel like it's gonna be like thousands.
But like I said, there's at least 10.
I guess you're
You're
not
technically
wrong.
correct. The best kind of correct.
So you remember, there's at least 10. So we're in the clear.
I'm not sure if this needs a check. Like, I'm gonna try and like tell my other half, like mentally, like, oh, food, come back.
No, yeah, I'm sure you can reconnect. Well, you can tell them to come back. I guess you'd have to do a staying together check to actually join back together.
No, okay, I'm like paused. I'm gonna. Oh no.
Alright, so we're traveling towards your top half alongside your bottom half. Just walking.
Trying to like still walking off in the wrong direction. Yeah, I got a 4.
Cool. You don't stick back together. Your sort of top half, because your top half is currently upside down because it's walking on handstands. So it sort of tries to get on, but it's the wrong way up, and then just kind of topples off.
Oh.
I'm gonna say take a point of damage. I know.
How much health do we have?
You start with 10.
10. So now I've got 9.
1/10 of your spiders just died.
Oh
No.
no!
That'd be
Oh my god!
crazy.
I didn't even think of the implications to doing a point of damage kills off like 10% of his spiders. Oh no! That makes it so much worse now.
10% of his spiders just hurt their foot.
Maybe I can make my spiders like have eggs to hatch more spiders to regenerate.
Hey, yeah, sure, it's canon now. You have a breeding colony of spiders living within this armor.
Me underneath that, me underneath the hat, I can hear it.
It's just like
have the like sexy jazz music playing.
yeah, it's like I'm on Viva Pinata.
No, it's gonna be like, Penny, are we in an elevator? I can hear elevator music.
Okay, so we're just like, where are we right now? What's happening?
You are heading down the right-hand tunnel, and Henry just failed to put himself back together.
Probably try
Switch my
again.
spiders, so I'm currently in the process of making new ones.
Eyebrows.
But yeah, so you come around the corner, and like I say, it looks like there's a dead-end wall in front of you. But you can at this point smell sort of a breaking through the general horrid smell of dampness. You can kind of smell something that smells nice at the top of this wall.
That's pretty weird, guys, because I don't... Little guy said that there was a vending machine. I'm not sure how much of a smell vending machines give off. Is this going to be a Spirited Away situation? Is there some kind of ghost food? Are we going to get in trouble?
It might
What
be
is a
one of those
vending
vending
machine?
machine with tacos in it.
What is a taco?
Oh my god, he's never heard of a taco. This poor medieval bastard. It makes sense. Alright, we're going. Maybe it's tacos.
Since he doesn't know what a taco is, I'm gonna have to roll a happiness check.
Oh, but you're already so sad.
Yeah, I can get worse.
But you can also
Eventually you're gonna
get
do a
better
41.
at the prospect of showing someone tacos.
I rolled a 0.
Oh, fuck!
No, actually, no. I'm just kidding. it's a 1 because I only have a -1 in happiness. It's a 1. I rolled a 1.
I'm gonna say the idea of somebody not knowing what tacos is, your precious tacos, actually just does a point of damage to you. You're just so sad that somebody doesn't understand tacos.
Oh, dude, I got the depressy hits.
Yeah.
I got the depression owls.
Depression chip
And
activated.
yeah, I was gonna say, and Migi, you kind of, or like Penny gets the sensation of where he's sort of been mostly curled up under your hat. He's just suddenly done, the anime thing where they go from standing to falling over in like one frame. And just,
Yeah.
he's just done that under your hat.
Oh no, you okay, buddy?
No. I'm not okay, man. He doesn't know what a taco is.
CK, I have to ask, these hologram bomber hats,
Mm.
do they still have a physical substance?
Yes. It's like
hard light.
It's hard light, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll for gentleness to do this, but I wanna scoop up my sad little hedgehog into the bomber hats and hold him in front of me so I can see him.
Yeah, go for it. Make a gentleman's roll.
I'm about to get flung. I'm gonna die!
I got a 4! Stop being so cute that I want to see you!
Alright, you reach up and you sort of go to like take the hat off, but you sort of, not knowing your own strength, you sort of just like fling it forward, and he flies. You do get to see him inside the hat as the hat careens like an arc beautifully to land on top of the wall in front of you.
Okay, but what about Minkers?
Minkus is probably going to take another point of damage. But he's on top of the wall now. He's up where the smell is.
Minkers, are you okay?
Minkus, can you make a finding things check for me, please?
Alrighty, finding things. I got an 11.
Minkus, do you know what the smell is?
Penny, you're not gonna believe this.
What is it?
I found the vending machine.
Awesome.
And
How are
it's
we supposed to get up
glorious.
there?
You're
What's
not.
in it?
There's tacos.
It is.
There's fucking tacos.
It is the most prestigious gourmet taco vending machine ever.
And the button says free.
And the button says you're going to have to use your money skills check.
Oh fuck! I am so goddamn hungry, as I have rolled previously.
I
I
got a
rolled
10.
to climb that wall, bro.
Okay.
I got a 10.
You know that it's free. You just sort of slamming that button. Tacos are flying out.
You weren't
There's
even
so
that
many-
hungry, bitch.
I wasn't hungry at all, but
No.
I'm covered in tacos.
I should say he wasn't that hungry, but his law stated that he loves tacos.
Is
Um,
this what it feels like?
Sure, make me
Is this
a
what it feels like?
make me a climbing up walls check.
Alright, and then he needs to make you a happiness check for this taco.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe with advantage or something. I don't know.
I have a -1 in happiness, dog.
I'll tell you what. For this roll, you can have a +1 in happiness because you're literally covered in tacos.
I got a 9.
Nice. You're not back to like full happiness, but you're no longer sort of having existential dread.
Oh, this was
Yay.
great.
I rolled a 7, by the way.
Cool.
I love tacos.
Oh, what are we rolling?
I was rolling to climb the wall to get to the taco vending machine.
Oh, God, that means I have to probably do that as well. Oh no, this hasn't been going well for me lately.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't look to see if there was a door or some other way to get to the vending machine. I just wall.
You can punch a hole
in
through
way.
the wall.
You're trying to get on top of the wall, ideally.
Yeah. Did I make it? Because I got a 7.
Yes, you did make it up. But you just sort of you have climbed up, but it's just made you very tired. It was a lot of effort. It was a difficult wall to climb. You just kind of like flumped on the side. Like, ow.
I'm gonna crawl over and hand you a taco.
Oh my god, I love you.
Make a happiness check.
Got it, 8.
Nice. You're feeling pretty good. Not great, but pretty good.
Hooray.
See, since my spider bodies aren't touching the thing, I don't even know there's really anything there. So I just see these people like climbing up at this wall.
Maybe you should look and see if you even need to climb the wall. Like I said, it's not like I looked to see if there was a door or an archway, or even if you could just walk around the wall. I just decided to climb the wall because I was hungry.
You were just too excited and you couldn't control yourself.
I mean, you can follow in Penny's steps and climb the wall, or if you would rather try and find another way, you can do a finding things check.
I will do a finding things check, I think.
Go for it.
I'm going to use one of my fail points.
Mhm.
So I've now got 4, and that boosts me up to a 10.
Nice. Yeah, it turns out like if you had just like looked ever so slightly to your left, there's actually just a staircase.
Ooh.
You can just walk up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's like it's exactly like the bit in Frozen where like Anna's trying to climb up the thing, and then Olaf's like, "Oh, I don't know if it's important, but there's a staircase leading exactly where you want to go." It's that.
And witness these two just devouring these tacos.
Yeah, they're sort of like meat in a crispy shell. But it's a strange concept to you.
Would you like one?
I shall try one, kind sir.
How are you going to eat it as spiders?
Well, I'm gonna lift up the visor of the helmet and like just shove the taco in the hole, and it gets like pulled in.
So as you open your helmet, I'm gonna try to throw one in there like Kobe.
Ooh.
Make a. I don't even know. Make a gentleness check.
That makes sense.
That is a 9.
That will be all right then. It's a bit of a, you know, it sort of hits a bit hard, but not hard enough to squish any spiders. You're okay.
I'm gonna do a finger gun. I'm gonna do a finger guns.
Nice. Do a finger guns check.
He also has to do a cuteness check with that because of his tiny little hedgehog hands.
It's true.
That's an 11 on the finger guns.
Nice. Definitely do a cuteness check then. But basically, Henry, you've never seen finger guns before as a medieval person, but you instantly, because of the brilliance of his finger guns, can tell that it's meant as like it's not as a fun sort of playful gesture. It's not a hostile thing. It's just like a hey. You can intuitively understand.
The cuteness check was a 7.
Nice. And you know. You do think he looks pretty. He's a bit sweet while he's doing it. But unbeknownst to you, you don't. You didn't realize because you just are kind of wowed by his playful cuteness. And he sort of styled it out. But when he sort of did that, he flicked his wrist a bit quick and just sort of sprained it. Sprained his tiny little hedgehog wrist.
I need a new screw.
Doing like during overly zealous finger guns.
Yeah, I need a new screw.
I could do a technology check just to see if that's actually what you need, if you want.
He's not even talking about the game. He just needs a screw.
Rude. Oh my god.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring that into a nice Christian game.
Shocking.
Is
this how we honor God here?
I was going to say, what are you talking about? The devil and temptation is a huge part of Christianity.
It's true.
Anyway. I don't know what Christianity is, but it sounds interesting.
I wonder if I should do a speech check to like proselytize. Like, yes, this is the Bible.
Not the Bible.
You don't have a Bible. You're.
I have it memorized.
Call you a briefcase full of spiders.
No, I have the entire Bible memorized. That's why I am God's chosen.
I mean, I have access to a lot of written things in my computer brain.
I rolled a 10 on like preaching the Bible.
Nice. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that you guys are converted, but you maybe think there might be something to it.
In the beginning.
Oh. Wow. All right. We have eaten tacos.
Yes, all of you now do a hunger check. Actually, no, because Mikkels, you weren't hungry before, so you're probably all right. But Minka, sorry. Henry and Penny, though, do me hunger checks.
I got a 12.
Okay, and I have a 9.
Nice.
I got a 4.
Okay.
How did I get more hungry after eating tacos?
I was going to say, Henry, you could still eat, but you're not like hungry anymore.
I must resist the sin of gluttony.
Is it? Penny, despite eating at least 6 tacos, you're still absolutely ravenous. I think you need to take a point of damage for hunger.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's it. We're playing realism mode now. You can take hunger damage. And yeah, you know, all the tacos are gone. You between the three of you, you've emptied this vending machine of tacos, and you're still hungry.
Fuck. I want to do a technology check to like do diagnostics again to make sure that there's not something wrong, because that's a lot of tacos to stay
Sure.
hungry.
Sure, do a tech check.
I only got a 6.
No, can't see anything wrong. But your diagnostics tool is the only thing that appears to be wrong.
So fucking helpful.
Are we aware that like she's really hungry? Like, is it like visibly?
Oh, you can hear it. Her tummy is growling.
So I'm gonna be like, wouldst thou like a nice spider egg in this trying time?
You have not stooped so low, sir.
The elevator
It
music
is
peaked.
actually very touching that you would sacrifice some of your unborn babies to me.
I'm without meaning to criticize. I don't know how filling a spider egg would be.
Yeah, but like the whole colony's making it, so there's going to be loads.
Yeah.
And it'd probably be lots of protein and fat.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you a tiny little spider omelet.
Yeah.
The elevator music in the suit of armor peaked. The fear of the babies.
Oh god. We'll see.
Also, to clarify, like my character doesn't understand like what his condition is, but he knows how to like use it. So, yeah.
Terrifyingly, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you not going to have terrifying when it's a bunch of spiders?
At this point, you start to hear some singing.
No, it'll be like in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. He tries to stab Broly. Son of an Arlian hole. Can someone fetch me a dagger so I may properly stab this baby?
So we just hear singing just in the background of where we are?
Just random.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't fucking like it.
You say singing, but the noise you're making reminds me of that scene in Scary Movie in the toilets where he's like...
See, I thought he was just singing fucking Donkey Kong music.
It was Donkey Kong. Yes. Sorry.
Ew, wow, amazing.
I started doing it, like, and then I was like, as I was doing it, I was like, I recognize this tune that I've sort of made up, and then I couldn't think where it was. But yes, you're right. It is Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah,
but yeah, that's what they're singing.
So me being gamer, anime, cyberpunk girl, is that Donkey Kong music?
Yeah.
What is a Donkey Kong?
Can you all make a finding things check for me, please?
Oh no. I rolled a 2.
I got a 3.
I got a 6.
All right. Well, none of you have any idea where the singing's coming from.
God.
Carry on with your day.
we don't know nothing.
Well, there was food this way. It didn't help, but there was food this way, and that was the end of this tunnel, right?
No, because you've gone up a floor essentially. So you can carry on going this way if you would like, or you can turn around and go back.
Well, I think that the guide guy said that we would come across this place, so I think this is probably still the correct direction.
Sure.
Possibly.
Yeah, it seems like a reasonable idea.
Want to continue on this place? Because I would like to avoid whatever.
Let's go.
Do you want to hide under my hat again? I promise I will not lift it.
Okay. I'm gonna get yeeted.
Don't lift it.
As you crawl under the hat, I guess you need to make a cuteness check.
Also, maybe a stealth check, right?
Maybe a stealth check. Up to you, if you depending on whether or not you're wanting to stealth.
Nah, there's no need to stealth. I rolled an 11 on the cuteness.
There you go. So you've still got your face just sticking out, maybe like resting in your little hedgehog hands.
Precious.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a weird ass drawing.
Yes.
Just this weird Teletubby Rebecca with a
With
hedgehog.
the
on her
hedgehog.
2 bomber hats.
Make it so.
Oh shit! That totally makes sense as well. By the way, all of you got an extra bomber hat with your tacos.
Oh yeah. I've got
Hey!
2 bomber hats.
Now,
I
do we
have
have to be
2
keeping
bomber
track of these ourselves, or is this just fun tidbit of fun?
Technically, it is part of the law that all loot has bomber hats and hats must be stacked. But I've been keeping track. You and Opa have 2 hats now, and
I have 3.
yeah, you have 3.
And actually, since we decided that it divided onto all of the spiders, he has
Oh.
thousands
Well, yes, okay.
of bomber hats.
Each of your spiders is now wearing a stack of 2 hats.
As a gajillion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so rich after this is done.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that the image of a little jumping spider with 2 bomber hats is pretty cute.
Yeah, if I think if I ever like get exposed to someone, I'll have to do a
Mm.
cuteness check.
I think so.
Checks out.
They'll be like, "Oh my god, you're so cute."
And then it's just like the spiders just screeching.
Lol. Let's get out of the taco place and
Sure.
continue down the path.
Yep, you head down
I want to roll for stealth just a little bit because I want to like kind of sneakily walk around just in case.
Sure, absolutely.
Whoever is singing that does not notice me.
That's fine. You can absolutely roll for stealth.
I'm gonna crunch on a taco while I'm under the hat.
Because you have somebody loudly eating tacos on top of your head, can you do a -1 to your stealth roll?
Damn it! I would have had it if it weren't for you. Got a 6.
Use
I
a
would have
failed
had a
point.
7, which at least is a partial success.
Yeah.
You could use one of your fail points and turn it back into a 7.
It's not worth it.
That's it. You're just like you feel like you're about to be really sneaky, and then you just hear this loud like, and like as you sort of grumpily walk down like this path, there's like little taco crumbs that just keep falling into your fringe.
Oh, perfect! I'm gonna try and eat them. I'm starving.
So
Why do you still have
gonna.
taco? If you still had taco, why didn't you give it to me? You're not even hungry.
I'm always hungry for taco.
I might be hungry for robot hedgehog soon.
So I'm gonna
That's
like
not
at least
nice.
be aware of what she was attempting to do, and I'm gonna. I want to try climbing the wall again, but stealthily. So I don't know if I need to do a wall climbing or stealth or both.
Do a wall climb first, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So wall climbing. I'm gonna use one of my fail. Oh, wall climbing. Wait, do I need that? Where's my? Oh,
But
+1. So no.
Yeah,
I've
you
got
get a
a 7.
+1 anyway. That's cool. Yeah, it's a bit. I'm gonna say then you can't do it stealthily but you can climb up the wall in any capacity. Do you just want to go along the wall? Do you want to go along the ceiling?
I'm going on the ceiling
Cool.
because
Yeah.
nobody expects you to be on the ceiling.
No, absolutely not. Other than the fact that
You
you're
walk
in.
up.
Yeah, is it? Nobody would expect it, other than the fact that you're in really loud, clanky armor.
Nobody would expect to see a suit of armor on the ceiling.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, you head
Nobody
down.
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
You
Spanish spider
you
Inquisition.
you head down this tunnel. It's thick with moss.
Is it edible moss?
I would make a space law check.
Oh.
We haven't used that yet.
Okay, we're using some space lore.
Yeah, it's space moss. We haven't used law yet.
I got a 10.
You got a 10.
I
You can.
know if it's edible.
Yeah, you can determine that this moss is a although technically edible, it wouldn't be very nourishing and is actually just has a very powerful hallucinogenic side effect.
I think you should make me roll my hunger check to see if I'm hungry enough to just do that anyway.
Okay, sure. Make
I
a
feel like
hundred.
it would be funny if I fail and I end up eating it knowing that it's not the best thing to do.
Yeah, knowing that it has almost no nutritional value and would
And
be.
it's gonna make me trippy.
Yep. Yeah, sure. Make a hunger check then. Don't whiff it. She whiffed it.
I got a 7. It's not a total whiff. But
No, that's okay.
I'm
You.
struggling though.
Yeah. You sort of take a handful and you get it to about here, and then just the rancid smell of like sewage that it's been growing in like puts you off, and you just sort of. But you put it in your pocket. You can't bring yourself to throw it away just in case.
Okay.
So you now got a pocket full of moss.
Is that also like the pocket full of sunshine?
But much sadder.
I mean, it'll make you see some weird shit. Possibly sunshine where it is not.
I can see some weird shit right now. Makes myself have a malfunction.
Sure, then make yourself a staying together check.
I rolled a 2.
Your leg falls off.
Luckily, you're under my hats.
Yeah, as I say, under your hat, you just feel a sudden. Doop.
You just hear like a little click, and then like there's just a leg stuck in my hair.
Oh, so that happened.
You could do a maintenance or robot check, whatever it was, to fix the leg.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't reach my leg.
No, but she can.
I would.
You have to take the. She got to take the hat off.
you would have to say that. You would have to
And
gently
be
take your hand.
Okay, here's the
gentle.
problem, guys. I made myself great with technology, but horrible with gentleness.
Yeah, and you've already
Why did I do this?
you've already made it canon that your hands are too big for you to open a door. How are you going to like put together a tiny leg on a little hedgehog?
Well, see, I have a different pair of hands. I just didn't break them. I have my tiny hands. These are my big hands. My tiny hands are like those little finger things that are like little plastic hands you put on your fingers. That's how small they are.
Right, that is very tiny.
When I have those hands equipped, I have no fighting ability, but I'm very gentle. But I didn't bring them, so this is all moot information.
But it's nice to know that canonically you've got them at home.
I do.
Take my good hand.
Take my good.
It's
My strong hand.
Oh no.
I was kidnapped with my big honkers, though.
Yeah. Also
Honking
big hands.
Donker hands.
The honking badonker hands.
They can grab the biggest badonkers, but not gently.
The aggressive donk.
At this point, you hear voices up ahead, but they don't sound small and Martian.
Oh no, what do they sound like?
More like gruff voices.
Okay, well, I'm instantly gonna be trying to crouch and be against the wall, stealthy, because I don't like this.
Make a
Got my
stealth check.
fists up though, just in case.
Make a stealth check. Minkers, are you still eating tacos?
No, I am not.
Okay.
He's
I
learned his
rolled a
lesson.
You rolled a 10. You successfully stealth. You sort of edge forward, crouched behind a convenient sort of, waist-high wall. You know the type. You've played video games.
Yeah.
And you sort of get up, and in front of a particularly vile-looking sort of like, like saloon doors, but
Yeah.
they're kind of done in just like a really bad sort of black and blue polka dot, and it's quite like rusty, and it just looks awful. It's not nice.
Is everything like this? I thought Martian fashion had advanced.
But just in front of these saloon doors, so on the same side as you, there's these two sort of big, like they look like big, muscly guys. They've got crazy fucking Goku hair, because it's anime. We got to remember that it's anime sometimes. Well, one of them's got crazy Goku hair. One of them's got crazy like Yugi Moto hair. It's all crazy hairs.
Nice.
Yeah. One of them. What? Oh, I mean,
Hot?
yeah. So like the one with Goku hair is like that sort of build. Like very muscly. He's got like the deep V, like sort of karate gear sort of thing. But he's all
He a thick boy.
yeah. So he hench. But also one of his arms is actually a sword.
Concerning.
Because cyberpunk like.
Yeah.
And the other one, the one with the Yugi hair, is he's in a high school uniform for no reason other than the fact that it's anime, and his both of his hands are metallic, and they seem to be sort of like shooting back and forth between him like little bursts of steam, but it's almost like a ball of steam that he's like playing catch with.
Guys, I really wish we knew more about our mission right now.
And you can hear them as you've stealthed up. You can hear them talking. I won't bore you with the exact dialogue, but the gist of it is that they are here because their boss has sent them to intercept the people with the briefcase, who they believe will be coming through this way at some point today.
Sounds like we gotta jump them.
I gotta talk to you guys. Like, do you think that this is a bad intercept us thing, or a we're supposed to be giving them the briefcase thing?
Maybe we can talk it out with them and see.
I think that you should go. You are small and cute. They will not be threatened. And you can speak well. Because while Mr. Spider's Knight is weirdly charming, he does have an issue with speech.
That is true. That is true.
Also,
and I literally have the briefcase attached to my arm, so I can't go.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea if you went, I'll go talk to him.
Also, can we just reiterate that Henry is still currently in two halves because he hasn't successfully put himself back together yet.
Yeah, just this two-halved armor.
And they're both crawling on the ceiling, but one of them is legs and one of them is sort of torso, arms, head.
I find it even funnier that I just said he was weirdly charming when I know what the situation is going on.
I'm just so charming. Nothing I do is weird.
No, it is, but it's weirdly charming. All right,
I'm gonna go talk to the guys.
Which one are you going to address specifically?
The one on the left.
We'll call that high school guy. The
High
Steam
school
guy.
Hello. I like your pants. Hello.
Thanks. Hello, tiny hedgehog.
So, what are you guys doing in the tunnels?
You know what? Straight out, just make me a charisma check. Do it. No, you weren't charisma, were you? I don't know, charisma or speech, whichever you'd rather.
I'm gonna do charisma. I rolled a 10.
Nice. he looks at you. And he goes, "Look, I shouldn't be telling anyone this. We're kind of on a secret mission. We're here. Somebody is going to be coming through with a briefcase full of like super cool like hacker shit technology, and what we need to do is get the briefcase off them and give it to our boss so they can destroy it, because these hacker people are going to use it to take down our corporation, and that's something we can't allow." And as he sort of says all this to you in like a very sort of oversharing way, the sort of Goku looking motherfucker with him like hits him over the back of the head. He's like, ah!
Baka!
Yeah. Baka!
Don't be sharing the secret info.
Yeah. Man, I can't believe you tell everyone that. Yeah.
By the way, when you said what the briefcase was full of, for some reason my mind immediately was going to be like, really expensive Pokemon cards.
It's okay. I'm gonna climb on the Goku dude, and I'm gonna tase him.
Whoa, make me a fighting check.
That's so aggressive.
No, wait.
Dude.
Actually, because it's tasing, I will let you choose. If you can either do fighting or technology, or conducting electricity. No,
I'm
no,
gonna
wait.
do conducting electricity because that's a neutral.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Also, I feel more relevant to the tasing process.
I got a 7.
Ooh.
Okay. So you zap Goku, dude. You full on zap him. You know what? I'm gonna get my dice out. He's gonna make a conducting electricity test to see how conductive he is.
He's not gonna be conductive at all.
He also got a 7. I'm gonna say you give him a pretty good zap. And you have sort of he's stunned temporarily.
Yes.
He's kind of doing that.
I did this for you, high school friend.
That's it. He's probably doing that, and you like the flashes where you can see his skeleton. Like,
I thought you were gonna say nipples because of how you put your hands, dude.
No.
I mean, if you've seen Kill la Kill, you know glowy nipples is an anime thing.
All right, you can make it. You can make it nipples if you'd rather.
Okay, but you said you were talking to the high school guy. You were saying you did that for him.
Yeah, I did that for you.
Nobody's ever stuck up for me before. I always get bullied by that guy. And then he's like, you know what? You've given me a new courage. And he turns around and like he builds up with both his hands. Like you can see the ball of steam sort of like growing, and like into like this huge sort of thing. And he does the proper like anime, like, and like the screen around him, even though somehow it's like the world, but it's just all gone like blue and with like the flashing lines, like he's moving really fast. And then he just fires out like this huge ball of steam and just burns the other guy to death.
To death?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
I don't think he really wanted to be part of this company.
Oh no.
And yeah, he sort of does it, and it's like, oh shit. I got a bit carried away there, Hedgehog dude.
I'm gonna use my cuteness so he doesn't try to accidentally use it on me.
Sure, make me a cuteness check.
I rolled a fucking 3.
Nice.
And I get a fail point.
You do. But you sort of go to look cute, and you just look hideous for the first time in your life. And and he genuinely looks scared to be around you. And he's like, look, wait. Shit, man. I didn't see you, didn't see me. And then he just runs away.
And I turn to the group. I
Yeah,
did it.
I come out after he's enough distance away, clapping my big honking hands.
I
Good
did
job,
it.
Exactly.
Just the I did it. I did the business.
And my
Did
Spider-Man
the
is just in
business.
two halves on the ceiling thinking, God, these people are so strange.
Yeah, you know it's a bad day.
I'm a float up to Henry and be like, I did it.
Yeah, so you
And
know
then
it's a
I float back down. I
Yeah.
float back down and go underneath the hat again.
you know it's a
I mean,
bad
that
day.
sounded pretty cute.
You know it's a bad day when the spider guy thinks you're strange, right? Like,
Nah,
It's okay. It doesn't
just an
matter.
average
I
day
did
on
it.
Mars.
okay.
I'm gonna bust out another taco and eat it under the hat.
Where are you keeping these tacos? How? They're as big as you are.
It's
He's got like
called.
a taco prefabricator inside him.
It's called the Hedgehog of Holding.
Oh, you have like one of those video game style inventories.
Oh no, I am the inventory.
Okay.
That's my whole purpose.
Can I use you for inventory too?
You want a taco?
Yes, please.
Do keep in
I'm
mind.
literally starving.
Do keep in mind. It does come out of my tummy.
Well, at least not your
Little
ass.
tum-tum.
Yeah.
Make a conducting electricity check. Both.
Yeah, you gotta do
Wait,
that.
what's happening?
Both of
What
you
am I
make
Conducting
doing?
electricity check.
You all talked at the same time. What am I checking for?
conducting electricity. Both of you need to roll it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
say
because
both
my
of
tummy.
you, do you mean-
Remember,
No,
my
I'm-
tummy's a taser.
Yes, both of them too.
My tummy's a taser.
Minkers and Penny both need to roll a conducting electricity check.
I got a 12.
I got
Oh.
8.
Oh dear.
Wait, it's bad to roll high this time?
No. It's bad that he rolled high because it's his taser.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
remember my tummy's a taser.
Oh no.
Yeah, you reach
I
up.
rolled a 12.
You reach to the taco that's coming out of his tummy, and you get mightily zapped. But you sort of you got a success too, so you're able to shrug it off a bit. So I didn't say you get the taco, but you do take 1 point of damage.
Oh.
But you get the taco.
Well, that's a spicy meatball. Is it literally a spicy taco?
Yeah,
Is that
sure.
what
I mean,
it's
it does have Diablo sauce on it.
absolutely.
Nice.
It's delicious. It's hot, but it's delicious. It's up to you whether or not Penny can handle her heat.
Yeah, she can.
Cool.
She has robotically enhanced tongue.
Nice.
Damn, what that
Y'all
can
are
do.
thinking of some lewd things right now, and I know it.
I wasn't,
Absolutely.
but I am now.
Get your mind in the gutter, CK.
Yeah, sorry.
Ding dong.
Cool.
Should I roll a hunger check? Am I still
Yeah.
starving to death?
Well, let's find out. Roll a hunger check.
I got it 8.
Okay, you're not starving to death. You're at the level where you could eat, like, but you're not willing to be shocked for another taco.
Whew. That was a good one.
But like
Sorry
when
that I shocked you.
you know like
what? I bet there was an issue with my systems. Remember, I tried to do a diagnostics check, but I couldn't do shit, and then I got that big zap at the same time as the taco. I bet something was wrong, and that sent it back into place.
maybe.
Never know.
But you know how like when you're genuinely like starving, like food tastes better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That spicy taco you just had is maybe the nicest taco you've ever eaten in your life, because you feel like it's
I
fine.
want tacos in real life so badly.
Yeah, right. Let's. What are we doing here? Let's go get tacos. I mean, sure, it's like 1 minute to midnight, but I could go for tacos.
I just want to say.
Well, I mean, we can continue on our way unimpeded now.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say, haveth anyone noticed that when thine step on the floor, it makes fart noises?
No.
I are you just stating that into the world being
Yep.
right now?
Yep. As you pass through the saloon doors, the reason the next tunnel is considered fugly is because the floor is made out of whoopee cushions.
No.
Yes.
So it's just.
I mean, it's better than that one time I went into this house and
I'm so convinced you're.
threw on the floor, exploded.
I'm so convinced you're about to say it's better than this one time a band camp.
This one time at band camp.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah,
It's
you
even smarter that he's on the ceiling now.
yeah.
Is that why you decided the floor was whoopee cushions?
Yeah, he's on the.
You could just stay on the ceiling.
Basically, he's on the ceiling, and Minka's is under your hat. It's just you walking along, farting up a storm.
Astounding. At least my feet aren't huge.
You know what's funny? I should have made Minker's voice be Carl Weezer.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
From Jimmy Neutron.
You've never seen Jimmy Neutron?
No.
Oh, dude, I saw Jimmy Neutron when I was like a kid. I don't.
It would have been. It's the guy who likes llamas, where he's like, "Hi, Jimmy, like llamas."
Oh, the guy with the glasses.
Oh, that sounds
Fat dude
familiar,
with glasses.
actually.
No, you know what my favorite line from that show will always be? He's like, "Hey guys, what do you want to do today?" "I don't know, Jimmy. Hang out with your mom."
Wow.
Well,
Astounding.
Sometimes cartoons are crazy.
It's because he loves his mom.
That means that when anime guy ran off, he was making little fart whoopee cushion noises as he ran, and we
Just
know
like-
exactly how
No.
far away he was.
I felt like he ran off a different. He didn't run off the way you're heading, because then you could meet him again, and that gets
All we hear is the.
disposable encounters.
This is
my
the only way
goodness,
to get
my
around.
guys.
Um,
Hast thou noticed that the walls are slowly leaking tubby custard?
Why are you doing this?
Not
At this
Tubby Custom.
at this point, you hear some singing, just like a dun 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 dun.
We are playing the horror.
Why is this F-Zero?
We're playing Oregon.
Why are we playing F-Zero?
Because the last one was Donkey Kong, so I thought I'd do another video game.
It's going so fast. I wasn't prepared.
Little hedgehog.
Yeah.
Hedgehogs have spikes, right? Do you have spikes? Are they sharp?
They're electric.
But are they sharp?
Is electricity sharp?
So they're rounded.
Well, I am based off of the thing called a shaman, so I don't think I'm spiky.
Shaman Spiky.
Fucking damn it. I was hoping we had something sharp because then we could pop some of the whoopee cushions. And also, if we have something sharp, it's good for fighting.
Can all of you make a finding things check, please?
Just one of us, or
All of you.
Which one of us and why?
All of you.
us.
Oh,
okay, finding things.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 7.
I get a fail point.
You do.
I got a 7 too.
Cool. I'm going to say, as two of you managed to get a partial success, I'm going to count it as a success between you. It's the easiest thing. You just notice, sort of a little bit further down the corridor, there is a little Martian. This particular one has like cybernetic eyes, but that's what's singing the song. It's just dum 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 dum.
Dude, he's like Kronk with his theme song.
It's just an F series. Is that Mute City? I think it's on the F series. Maybe Big. No, I think it's Big Blue. I don't know. It's one of them.
Forsooth, my guys, have thou noticed that the holes the tubby custard are leaking out of look like skinned Teletubby faces plastered to the wall?
Why do you keep doing this, man?
I wish I could say I know what that looks like, but I'm under the safety of a hat.
Anyway.
My years of watching horror movies have allowed me to picture this most expertly.
Like Jeepers Creepers wall thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we are doing horror, so this is pretty horrifying.
This is incredibly horrifying.
We weren't doing horror. We were doing cyberpunk.
Or doing cyberpunk horror with Teletubbies and anime.
I mean, sure. Anyway, but yeah, you found a little singing Martian.
All right, buddy. State your business or get punched.
What?
Who are you?
My name's Zaf. I was just playing a game.
In these fucking spooky ass tunnels.
Yep. I could game, and like he shows you like his eyes are like mechanical, which is how he's seeing the game, and then he like pushes a button and it comes up on the screen on his tummy so that you can see it too.
Okay. What is it? Describe this game.
It looks like a legally distinct arcade racing game. With some slightly futuristic looking cars. And they hover too. You know, it's a very sort of zero-G racing thing. You know.
Alright, well, we're just gonna go past you there, buddy. You keep having fun with that game, yep.
Okay, that's cool. Oh, by the way, just watch out because, you know, at the end of this tunnel there's the snakes. Alright, bye!
Like robot snakes? I guess we're still going.
Well, I don't know what snakes are, but I might have another taco.
Snakes would probably eat you, buddy. At least if they're the robotic ones, which can actually handle eating other robots. That's canonical now.
I was going to say, they are now.
I would... Oh. Well, looks like this hat is known as Safe Haven Hat number 1.
And 2. And
so you know.
3, because I have 3 of them.
What's that?
I have triple layered.
Well, after a couple of minutes more of farty walking, you reach. Basically, it's like it looks like a river. There is a jetty on your side and the other side, with a small little rowboat tied up on your side.
Hey.
Goodness, guys, have thou noticed that the boat seems to be made out of flaky, crusty, delicious bread?
That's just the appearance. People like to paint them that way.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll show you. Squeezes at it a bit.
Make a gentleness check.
Breaks it in fucking half.
Out of 6.
Yeah, you as you.
Now it's up to CK to decide whether it is actually bread or not, but it is going to be crushed a bit.
As you squeeze it, expecting it to be hard wood, it actually turns out that it is painted like you thought. It's just softwood, not hardwood. And you sort of snap off a bit, but annoyingly, it's the bit, you know, like where the oars sit in on the side, like so one of the oars
the little hook thing.
Yeah, that's the bit that snaps off. So you lose one of your oars.
Fuck.
You've still got one oar.
I gotta stop touching stuff.
Maybe you can break the other oar in half too, and we'll have sort of like 1.5 oars then.
I would have to break it split in half for it to actually be functional, which would be a very delicate process, and I don't think that that's a good idea. maybe we could just have you make some like web and attach your butt flap.
Ooh, could
to
I
it.
use my web to reattach the broken piece?
I think it fell in the river.
It did fall in the river.
Well, I'm gonna make
But I mean,
spider.
Like, the ore that is floating off is floating.
Okay, I'm gonna do like a Spider-Man thing and make so much web, and then gonna like launch out my wrist like.
Sure. Make me a. You know what? There isn't really a skill for that. Sure, just do it.
Sweet.
I don't know. Sure.
Wait, no. Hear me out. She's shooting something out near his hand. It's kind of like finger guns.
Yes, you're right. Make a finger guns check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got an 8.
Cool. Yeah, you finger gun. You can get the ore back. But as you do it, maybe like the flat bit at the bottom sort of snaps off, so you only got the handle, but you've got more than you had.
Use web to attach your butt flap to it. It'll be like a handle or a
I was
shovel.
gonna say, could I make like a sort of webbing net kind of thing to act as like a scoop to sort of act like an oar? That would be like a falling apart check, maybe. I don't know.
No, yeah, I'm gonna. You do a space law check to see. You can use your law to whether or not you can make a perfect ore.
Okay.
I understand it's not really space law. It's not particularly spacey.
I got a 5.
You got a 5. No, you can't attack. You can't make a web ore. You've just got an ore handle. It's now got a little bit of web on the end. Yeah, essentially you've got one
Spider-Man and his stick.
Yeah, you've got one proper ore and one stick.
Can you take a bit of your armor off, like wherever it's like widest and flattest, and attach that to the end of the stick to make an ore?
My butt flap.
Yeah.
Booty
Okay,
scoop.
I will. Can I? Do I need to check for that? Is that like a falling apart check?
Yeah, sure. Do it. Do a technology check. You're kind of it's ancient tech, but it's tech nonetheless.
I'm gonna use one of my fail points.
Mm-hmm.
So make that 4, and that gives me 7.
Cool. Yeah. The water sort of goes through it a bit. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. I would like you to make a staying together check now because you have removed part of your armor to see whether the rest of it sort of stays together.
Done. That one was it -2 for me? Yeah, so 7.
Yeah, you just about stay together. You know, a few spiders fall out and sort of get a bit, wet and have to scuttle back in. But it's a little embarrassing, but it's not like faithful.
Does that mean I have to do a Hapney's check?
No. Yes, sure. Why not?
Or is that more like a charisma check because I'm like rizzing my way through it?
Yeah. You have to do a charisma check to, sort of keep up your cool apparel. Apparel is the word.
I got a 10.
Nice. Yeah, that's it. You still look charming. The other two haven't lost any faith in you.
I just like this slick back hair motion, but on my helmet, so it's just like.
Nice.
Excellent. So I guess we're in the boat now.
Yay.
Yeah.
Is this a thick river or just a little river?
It's fairly little.
Okay, that's not too bad.
You reckon it would take you sort of about, I don't know, between 3 and 5 minutes to paddle across?
All right. It's probably up to Henry to do so. Because I just don't trust that.
My big smashing mitts.
Yeah, they are my smashing mitts. I left my mitts at home.
never leave your rowing home. Never leave home without your rowing arms.
Well, you see, I was kidnapped, so
Excuses.
you were kidnapped too. Clearly from some other time and dimension.
Well, I mean, I technically wasn't kidnapped. I just fell through a time vortex and landed up in that room.
I just fell down
I
a
thought you were
hole.
religious. Doesn't that mean you were like kidnapped by God?
It's
All I imagine.
trials.
Yeah,
yes.
you don't get kidnapped by God. You just get sent on a holy errand.
So, has anyone ever seen the animated short Hellbenders?
No.
No.
There's a scene where God comes down from like the heavens, and he looks at the kid. He goes, "Come, my child," and he's trying to grab his hand, and the kid's just like, "No, what? Stop! What are you doing?" And then he grabs him, and he just starts fucking screaming.
Oh no.
And he's like, somebody help!
Kidnapped by God.
Okay, hold on. What was this called again? Because I'm gonna watch it afterwards.
It's called Hellbenders.
Hellbenders. Cool. Okay, thank you. Oh,
Actually,
wait a minute.
it's actually it's a really quick clip. It's like 30 seconds. I put it in the chat. Like Jesus comes out. You have to watch it to understand what's going on.
Wait, these guys.
Also, I'm Jesus.
Thanks, Jesus. Yeah, I know these guys.
Yeah, that was like Oni NG, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just stop it. Cut it out.
Love that.
Amazing.
I just imagine that's what happened to Henry.
Alright. Do we need to roll stuff to make it across this river?
Yes. What am I rolling? Because apparently I'm the one doing all the rowing here. All the
No,
work.
that's fine. I'm happy for you to just row. Could you all do for me a finding things check, please?
So in fact, you weren't just happy to let us row.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to let you do the rowing part.
Leave me alone.
Got an
Time
8.
to
I
find
also have an
things.
8.
I have a 2.
You are under some hats, to be fair.
That's pretty impressive, to be honest.
Well, the amount of
A
twos
2
he's rolled.
you can't see.
The amount of 2s that I fucking rolled is ridiculous. This is like my 5th 2.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, Minkas, you obviously have absolutely no idea. Penny and Henry, you definitely notice there's something moving under the water coming towards you.
Question, is this the snakes or snake mentioned? Is it really more of a river monster?
It's a snake.
It's a snake. It lurches out from under the water, its teeth sinking into the side of your ship as it sort of does so. I said ship
I'm gonna smash it with my
is the
fist.
wrong word. But, bam.
The
I'm smashing
Titanic.
it with my fist instantly.
Do it. Make a fighting check. Go.
Boy.
Got a 10.
You got a 10.
So the dice did the weirdest little like spinny top bit ever and made it very suspenseful for me.
Yes, I appreciate that, dice. Good work. But yeah, you get a 10. Describe how you punch this thing. Give us a.
Oh, I'm like smashing it down. It's like a hammer move on it, just
Okay.
like right in the middle of its head. I only need to use one fist. Okay, 2 is too much.
Okay.
They're so large.
Yeah, you bring down one fist. As you hit it, it sort of dents like that, and like a few sparks come out. You were right; it is a robot snake.
This reminds me of that scene from the Terminator film. I forget which one. There's like river Terminators.
I don't remember. I don't know.
I would like to do a technology check so I can tell if it's like still functioning and or if I can take any bits from it.
Sure. Make me a tech check.
Got it. Also a 10.
It is still functioning, but you have not. Its left eye a bit loose, like it's a bit like the fixture is sort of caved and dented, so you could probably get it out if you could get your hand on it.
Cool.
Well, since my character is aware that like these little robot critters can apparently speak, I'm gonna try like telling the thing like, "Why did you attack us? That's not very Christian of you. Turn the other cheek and don't attack thy neighbor."
I am going to. Sorry, I moved my dice. I am just going to make a hunger check for the snake.
Oh. Luckily, the snake doesn't know of the tasty morsel under my hat.
The snake just hisses at you in response and kind of shakes its head, sort of, unbalancing you in the boat, but not enough to actually like throw you into the water.
Oh, so it's still holding on to the boat?
Yes.
I want to slide out the hat and call it a bitch.
Wow. Make a fighting check because they be fighting words.
I rolled a 12.
Nice.
It understands your insults.
You know what? You've convinced it. It now feels like it's a bitch. It lets go and it leaves.
Oh, damn.
You said it with such conviction. It's like, you know what? Maybe I am a little bitch.
It also did get smashed a bit in the head, so
Yeah.
it's like, nah, fuck this. It ain't worth it.
That's it. Penny tells herself that it was because she dented its face, but everybody knows it left because it was a little bitch.
Well, I'm gonna think it's because I preached the word of God at it.
That's true. You can all believe something different, and in your own minds, you all won that fight.
Hey, I'm still proud of my little hedgehog friend.
That's it. All of you make a happiness check,
Yeah.
but you can all have plus.
I got a 5.
You can all have +1 to rolls.
I got a 13 then.
Nice.
I got a 6.
I got a 7.
I mean, 6 is still fair.
Fucking 13 though? God damn, you're really happy that you Christianified that.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
And especially as it's a snake, like preaching to it, like converting a snake of all animals. I mean, is
God truly performs miracles.
is there anything truer in God's eye? You and then Penny, you're sort of still feeling like a base neutral. You know, you just want to. You feel like this maybe wasn't worth whatever money you potentially agreed to do. You just kind of want this to be over now.
This is some weird bullshit, man.
Minkers, you know what? You actually you feel a bit bad. You're like, yeah, sure, you saved the day by calling that snake a bitch, but maybe it didn't deserve it, and maybe you shouldn't just undermine the confidence of any robot you meet. Maybe you should work on building each other up instead of breaking each other down. You know,
because we're robots and we should build each other up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally build each other.
Exactly.
Make bigger and stronger robots.
Mm-hmm. All joined together like the Megazord.
Become a Dyson sphere.
So if I'm gonna make it to where if I make other robots sad enough, I can take parts off of them.
Okay, that it totally isn't what I was going for, but sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, the rest of your rowing journey is relatively uneventful, and you make it to the other side of the river.
Hooray!
Hooray! The scene that is in front of you is basically just a really, really wet carpet. Like, because it's obviously everyone, and it's got mud all dragged through it because it's right by a river. Who carpets this floor? Like, what were they doing? but it's also like a really patchy carpet. It's just missing bits. It's just a bad job all round.
Oh.
You know, it's also just kind of a slightly vomit green color, and you don't know if it was you don't know if it was always that color or if it's just turned that color. It's hard to it's
Oh no.
you know.
Oh no.
And as you're walking along through it, you keep spotting like old plasters.
Ugh.
Yeah. Or like band-aids, I suppose.
My goodness, guys, the plasters have the faces of Teletubbies on them.
You mean they have Martian faces on them, right?
Nope.
Martian.
What the fuck are Teletubbies?
That's right. Yes.
Also, why do you know what Teletubbies are? You're medieval.
We had our own equivalent. Same name. And they look similar.
Hell ye tubbies.
Hell ye tubbies. They
Yeah,
tell you things with the
they were town criers.
Stomach.
They were town criers. Says, tell ye, the tubby news.
That's why they were so tubby.
Astounding.
But yeah, and
Are there any more twists and turns, or is this still being a straight shot? Because, dude, losing the map hasn't proved to be too bad so far.
Yeah.
there is.
Maybe it's because my spiders were like, when they were trying to put it together, they could all see it and they were reading it and understanding it. So I've been like subtly being able to navigate.
There is in front of you 3 doors.
Hey, there's 3 of us.
A blue door,
And a door.
a red door, and a green door.
Can I? Is I don't know if this requires like a perception check, but is there like any gaps in the doors, like underneath it or side or above?
No.
Want to try and send some spider scouts?
Basically.
They are floor to ceiling doors.
Damn.
How big are their door handles?
They don't have handles.
Oh, cool! I can punch them.
They've got little buttons next to them. You assume that these doors will slide into the floor is how they open, judging from the mechanisms.
Maybe I could do a technology check then if I'm gonna like check out the buttons.
Sure, do it. For which door?
Whichever one is on the farthest left.
The blue door.
Got a 10.
Nice. That button works. If you push that button, that door will open.
All right. Will the other doors still open? No.
Well, they've got.
Push this button though.
I don't know. You could try it. I mean, are you pushing that button?
Yeah.
Yeah, the blue door opens. Behind it is a blue room.
Dabba dee dabba die.
Blue is house with the blue little windows.
Push the other buttons. I want to see if those doors also open or if
Yep.
I just made it so that this is the door we're choosing.
Nope. The red door opens. Behind it is a red room. The green door opens. Behind it is a green room.
Alright, guys, how do you want to do this? Do we all?
But when I say green room, what I actually mean is there's a little Martian in there doing makeup.
What?
So, bad pun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So should we split up and to each take a room or go together? What do you guys think?
I'm on your head, so I'm going with you.
I could do my divide and conquer strategy from the tunnels again.
I see. The bottom half and the top half.
Mm-hmm. I'm a bottom and a top.
That's a switch.
Excellent.
Do I do a falling apart check or keep them together?
No, because you never rejoined. You've been in 2 halves for ages.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, well, I mean, I opened the blue room first, so I guess I'll go in the blue room.
To the blue!
And I will be taking the other 2.
Okay.
And this room looks really blue from under this hat.
I would lift it up for you, but we know what happened.
We agreed we won't do that.
I don't want to get Yeeticus Fleeticus.
When you walk into the blue room, there is the only thing that's in the room. There's a door, another blue door on the other side, which you assume leads out of the blue room. And but the only thing in the room is there's a small little bed with a Martian snoring in it.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, the Martian is also blue.
It does make me feel better to know that he is also blue.
Okay, that's all right.
I want to stealth through the room to not wake him up.
Okay, make a stealth check.
A 7.
Yay!
Yeah, you stealth all the way through the room. Are you opening the door on the other side?
Sorry. My mug just asked me a question. How much longer do you think that we will be seeking?
Not too much longer.
Okay, cool. Okay, now say again what you said.
You stealthed through. Are you opening the door on the other side?
Oh yeah, of course.
Cool. As you push the button to open the door on the other side, there's a very loud, like hydraulic, like as that door opens, and the Martian sort of wakes up.
Cringe.
He looks at you, Mommy.
No, but you can go back to sleep. I'm leaving.
Okay.
It's all good. This is just a dream.
Again, you leave the room and you hear the quiet sound of Martian sobs behind you. But you emerge into a rather run-down looking room with lots of flashing coloured lights, a bit like an abandoned disco. But we will get to
I
that.
wonder if anybody panicked here.
Maybe. Well, we will get to that.
Let's see what's going on with
Yeah,
Henry.
that's it. We will get to that in a moment. Meanwhile, Henry's top or bottom half in the green room?
We'll go for top half.
Top half in the green room. In the green room, there is nothing in the green room except for one small green Martian who is eating a bowl of cereal.
Like, ew, get away from me, you freak. Because my character is racist against Martians, as we've established.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm leaving. Bye.
That was rude. Yeah, and you go and hit the button. And again, there's a loud hydraulic and you emerge into the same abandoned disco room.
I mean, to be fair,
I
my
imagine
character's
the
like
cereal they were eating was Lucky Charms.
You know what? To be fair, like lore-wise of my Spider-Man, it probably would make sense that he's racist because he's like from the 14th century.
Well, exactly,
Christian,
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And even without all of that, the fact that he's English, I mean.
no, yeah.
Also,
He was doomed from the start, to be fair.
Yeah, also
Never stood a chance.
spiders are well known to be racist.
True.
Very solitary creatures.
So,
So yeah,
now my legs are up to.
yeah, your legs are going through the red room where there is a small red Martian just watching TV. But the thing they're watching on TV is just a red screen.
Oh, beautiful. Sadly, the lower half obviously doesn't have a face, so can't really say anything. But he just walks out.
Yeah. The Martian looks at you briefly and says, "Oh, legs," and then goes back to the TV.
Eggs. Just imagine you're sitting there watching TV, and then just a pair of knight's legs walks by.
Yeah. Legs. And then you
will never believe this.
you emerge into the abandoned disco. You've all come in from like different sides of the room. So there's one of you on like the left, one of you sort of at the back, and one of you on the right, depending on the rooms you have come through. So I guess Penny and Minka's on the left. Your legs are in the back, and your top half is in the right. Because I did those two rooms the wrong way around.
Is there another door?
There is not another door, but on like kind of the wall, which you three are not, there is a desk with a woman sitting at it.
Okay.
I peek from under the hat. What you doing at that desk?
Can you make me a either charisma, speech, or cuteness roll? Up to you.
Cuteness. I got a 10.
Oh,
Nice.
What is you doing over there at that desk, Ubu?
she does the wavy person. Oh my god, that's so cute. And then she sort of composes herself. Yes, I've actually been waiting for you.
Because of the briefcase? I say as I lift my arm up to show the briefcase.
Yes. Partly I need what is in the briefcase, but also when I say I've been waiting for you, Minkas, I mean you.
ooh,
We've got a date.
Oh.
someone's a stan.
Uh-huh.
Is this a lady like?
She's dressed in
or
like
something?
no, she's dressed in like a full like business suit. She looks very sort of smart and authoritative.
Okay, where's the cyberpunk part? Did she have like cat ears or something?
No,
She
my
got- she got-
character noticed.
She got
that-
machine gun boobies like from Austin Powers.
My characters noticed that her hairstyle is holographic, and it is in the shape of buttocks farting.
Why?
She was farty butt her.
Well,
Suddenly, not as interested.
yeah. Can I look at her in disgust, but very cutely?
Maybe.
I'm just imagining those little chihuahuas when they have that like face.
I rolled a 4.
No, then.
You cannot do it cutely, it
No.
seems. Again,
Look, there's-
chihuahua faces.
Look, there's no need to be like that. Now, come here. I need you to fulfill your purpose.
I spawn a taco. Is this what you need?
Not the taco, no, but I need something from within you that you don't even know you have.
I spawn another taco. 2 tacos?
It's okay. His intelligence is rather low.
Yeah, she laughs coyly. And it's like, here, let me show you. And she sort of gets up from the desk and walks over to you.
Are you okay with this little buddy?
She sort of turns her hand over, and she's got like a keypad built into her wrist. She sort of taps a few buttons, and the briefcase opens.
Oh. Whatever's in it's just gonna spill out because it's hanging from my arm.
It's inner, like a padding, like it's not.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't
Okay.
come out. It's part of the briefcase. Got it.
Okay, cool.
But you know, it is now open. You can see it's like a computer chip sort of thing.
Oh.
And she takes that out the briefcase. She then picks up Minka's and puts the chip into him.
You cute little hedgehog.
Yeah, and there is little Tum Tum.
Taser check.
Well, no, she does it so expertly it doesn't even set off the taser. She knows what she's doing.
And then I only start speaking Spanish.
Yeah, and then like your eyes roll back. It's like your eyes roll back and like code goes through it and stuff. just for a second, and then you sort of come back to normal. Except you now have the knowledge of how to hack into sort of various corporation, like sensitive corporation, like materials and like various government networks and stuff.
Shit, you're the hacker mans. Have you been the boss this whole time?
Hola,
Where's
mis
my
amigos.
money?
Soy Midas.
He's not the boss, no, but he is the most well-hidden hacking computer ever devised.
Also, probably the cutest.
Yeah, I think so.
Soy la
But,
computadora de hacking la más linda.
But thank you for delivering him to us. Here is your payment as promised. Again, she taps a few buttons on her keypad wrist, and sort of then she shows you to show you that an amount of money that you've never seen before in your life has just been sent into your bank account.
That was so fucking worth it. You guys offering any permanent positions?
Not right now, but we know who you are. She then.
I love how English to Spanish, no is still no.
She then sort of turns to Henry and says, "You have served your purpose well, and probably need to go home now." And again, she taps a few buttons, and the sort of time vortex thing that you fell into appears and sort of sucks you in and sends you back to medieval times.
Do I still get money?
When you arrive in medieval times, you didn't have it before, but you now have a bag of gold.
Gorgeous.
But you are still a suit of armor filled with spiders, so deal with that what you want.
That's fine. You know, money can get you anywhere in this world.
Sure. Yeah. So she turns back to Penny and goes, like I say, we know who you are if we ever need anything in the future. But until then, don't die. And she taps a few buttons on her keypad, and then she sort of teleports out, leaving you alone in the fugly sewers.
And now I gotta walk back.
Yeah, and that's it. And that's our game. I just want to. I feel like the thing we need to do just to conclude it is if we cut to say like a couple of days time. I just want to know how whether or not Henry has been able to blend into medieval society as a suit of spiders, and if so, how he spent his gold. I'd also like to know what Penny has done with her untold riches.
Well, Henry has new armor that's gold plated.
Nice.
And he's got loads of bitches, both men and women.
He doesn't discriminate any bitches.
No, I mean, you can't be too fussy when you're spiders. And
It's true.
I mean, at that point, does gender really matter?
As long as they load, because loads of bitches.
He's loading in bitches. Curse you, dial up.
So Henry's having a good old time.
Good.
And
I'm glad.
he's been given a nice little castle.
Lovely.
And some land.
Awesome. Well, Penny's got her life fucking figured out, man. She's got everything she needs, and she's helping people, like, get out of the system, dude. Fuck the system, fuck the government, all that shit is horrible. Corporations be greedy as fuck, I'ma make sure you okay. Yeah, you can get those robot parts that you need.
Nice.
With the police coming straight from the underground.
She's like Robin Hood.
Not the Robin Hood. That's a crazy.
It is crazy. But yeah, genuinely, thanks to my lovely players for playing. Thanks, Stephen.
Yay.
Thanks, Miggy. Thanks,
you for
Opa.
having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out. I don't know if people know the YouTube channel Drawfee. It's like an art YouTube channel. It's like quite fun to watch. But it's actually one of the people from that, a guy called Jacob, who invented this game that we played today.
Oh.
But yeah, I watch that. I watch their like normal YouTube sort of show they do I think it's every Wednesday, Wednesday or Thursday it comes out. They do one episode a week. They just do like silly nerdy drawings and stuff. They're like, and it's usually quite funny.
That's cool.
And they stream on Mondays, but I don't know what time. But yeah, and I think it's a really good channel. I mean, it's massively successful. It doesn't really need me to plug it, but like, you know, just because that's where this game came from, I feel like it's worth talking about.
Cool.
It's just the kind of stand-up guy you are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then thanks everyone who's been hanging out in chat and stuff, or like lurking. Thank you again, John, for the raid. Much appreciated. Like you say, in a couple of weeks, I'm hoping that I will start being able to stream regularly again. It would just be like on a Tuesday. And then possibly we might try and do like, I might see if I can bring back doing like one Friday night a month or something. So as an extra, like, so we can do things like this, possibly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But to start with, we're going to have Tuesday afternoons, should hopefully be a thing going forward. In like 2 or 3 weeks, it should start.
Yeah.
Because it's been a shame that I have like streamed about 6 times in the last 6 months. Like, it's not good.
It happens.
It does, you know. I started a new job and I don't have the free time I used to have. So, but I have more time for.
Luckily, you're gonna be able to do Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's it. Because yeah, I'm changing my position within the new job, so I will have the same days off every week going forward once I start the new thing. So I know I'm going to have Tuesdays off. Katie works in the office on Tuesdays, and Lyra will be at preschool. So as long as I sort of do a decent amount of housework in the morning, I can then stream in the afternoon before I go and get Lyra from preschool. Is the plan.
Excellent. Well, it's a perfect time to end because I gotta go.
That's it. And you know,
Yeah.
in my original plan, we were going to finish this about 40 minutes ago. You know, so
Okay.
That's what happens with these kind of games, man.
Maker's the Hedgehog wins again.
Yeah, but right, let's go find someone to raid. Who should we raid?
You got some options. There are Prez and Prez friends.
There are Prez and Prez friends. I actually think maybe who should we? Ooh. Yawn. Yawn. I might actually just go and raid Serenity, I think.
Prez is dealing with connectivity issues.
All the more reason to not raid him.
That implies he had other reasons.
We're gonna go jump Mooney.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jump Mooney.
My camera's broken.
Oh no.
I fixed it. It's fine. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's the end.
So yeah. It's a stupid Discord thing. If you like minimize the window, it blacks out all the cameras, and I don't know why.
That's weird.
It is. But obviously, because I was on Twitch looking at things. So. Bam. I don't think my raid message will work because the shout out didn't work and it's the same bot. Basically, it's a thing. If you don't use it for long enough, like CloudBot turns itself off and it's fucking annoying. So that will be what it is. I just need to go back into the settings and turn it back on. We don't have a raid message, so just go and say, I don't know, hello, how are you? Hope you're well. Those sorts of nice things.
We're here to jump you.
No, don't say that. We're wholesome here. Say something nice and friendly.
I'm gonna wholesomely jump you with hugs.
Just be like, hey Mooney, I like your face. I think just be like, hey, I think you're pretty cool. Something.
I'll show you why stabbing is the highest statistic in the UK.
Yo, Serenity, I hope you don't die. Something like that, you know. It's only nice. And yeah, but genuinely, Serenity is really cool. She's a really friendly person. You'll have a nice time hanging out with her.
We love Mooney.
She's drawing some arts. And yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Hopefully catch you all soon. But until then, bye. And remember, spread the wholesome.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Good night.
I'm actually gonna say goodbye and like hop off and stuff.